H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker. Chris Walker just texts me something soon as I pop on the show. And it's so ironic he texts me that I'm not gonna bust him upside the head. But it's oh man, he know I'm on. Let me text him, man. I'm on the show. Oh, I shouldn't have texted him. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's crazy. We might talk about it, but he'll allow me to let y'all talk about it. I will share it with you. But it's Monday, man. How y'all doing? How everybody doing? How was your weekend? Got great news. I went and did something this morning that was unique. Before the show, I'm probably a little dark. I was out in the sun a little bit. I got a little fun in the sun. But let me shout out to my starting five today, and those are the first five people that sign up to the feed. Who we got? We got D. Holcomb, Daryl Anderson, Chris Charles, we got Jeremy Davis, and Jay Jackson. And my sixth person of the day is Derek Johnson. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? What else we got? What's up, Joe? But who I see Joe, I see Mindy, I see Mate. Hey, Kevin Allen is in the building. Greg Morris is in the building. Dr. Dunn Newsom is in the building. I see my people. Larry, 810. Oh, y'all, this finna be, y'all might as well share the show. Y'all already know what's going to happen today. Who else? Trey Phillips, I got your information. I think Brian Boatwright, I mentioned you. Oh, Monte said, look at that powerful background. And I play this background several times a year. And special background to me. All of those gentlemen was some bad mama jammers now. Don't just think all of them. A lot of them you don't know. And during the week, I'll probably talk about a few of them. Hey, Brandy, Karen. Had a good morning. What's up there? Chad Growth out there in Arizona watching us. Yes, Jeremy Davis, you know I'm gonna talk about it. What I do, Jeffrey Day? Kenneth Lawson, man, you ain't called me, man. What's happening? We got to get together. I got something for y'all. You and your family. Got some information for you. But let me share some, y'all. D. White, I just, sometimes, y'all, this stuff it's a little difficult for me when share some stuff, man. First of all, we lost two greats over the weekend. Two people who changed their respective games. two black icons. Uh, Rest Easy, Nicole Nichols, and Bill Russell. I thank you. You don't know who Nicole Nichols is. I'm going to talk about her on Women Rock Wednesday. But I got to talk about her too today. I mean, not Nicole, Nichelle. Sorry, Nichelle. That's her. Got to tell you why. I might get to it today. I got to tell you why. Star Trek, back in them days, in the 60s, a black woman being on air. A black woman kissing Captain Kirk on air. Nichelle Nichols, Bill Russell, and Michelle Nichols. You know who Bill. I got him. Let me not cover his face up. Put him on the other side. Put her on the other side of me. Okay, these two people were both icons, like I said, in their own right. Remember what I said. Remember when I give you these lessons this week, challenging their own right, challenging and changing the public perceptions with dignity and grace and the strength of their example. May they both rest well. Got to realize, man, I never forget in John Thompson's book, our very own Jesse Washington wrote the book. Jesse Washington, who has been on this show several times. He wrote the book about John Thompson, I Came as a Shadow. And in that book, John Thompson said, Russ was the first person I knew who called himself black. Not colored, not Negro, black. He said Russ was the first person I knew who embraced his blackness years before the afro and the raised fist. This was what John Thompson said, remembering Bill Russell. And I mean, it's just so much stuff, man. And to you people, if you honored Bill Russell today or yesterday, don't deny the racial justice he stood up for until his death. Honoring Russell, but supporting owners' collusion for Colin Kaepernick is actually dishonoring Bill Russell. So save your fake honors. Had to get that out the way, y'all. Had to get that out the way. And had some great news, man. I got some stuff I'm going to share with y'all, but I got to go with this man. I don't know where to start, y'all, with Bill Russell. If you see behind me, that's called the Ali Summit. Bill Russell, Ali, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, those guys, see how they stood in solidarity when they was trying to ban Muhammad Ali from boxing. And these brothers came up and said, man, we with you, man. That's all I've been, y'all got to understand, that's all I be doing, trying to do in this community, in our little sphere. Man, we can disagree. Some of them guys probably didn't disagree with some of the other stuff them guys were doing. But it's powerful. You see that image? What, 40, 50 years later, I got this image in the background of the chop shop. But I'm trying to see where I wanted to start. I'm going to go here. What's up, Jacoby? Jacoby, I'm glad a young man on here. Basketball, ladies and gentlemen, is different from other pro sports in this country, okay? Because it's the youngest in terms of professional sports. Basketball is the youngest. Baseball has been around since the 1800s. Football and hockey since the 1900s, early 1900s. Babe Ruth has long gone a time when you can go down the list of the legends that built their sport, right? And it is no longer with us and has been gone for a long time. Babe Ruth been gone for a long time. uh, Angus Kelly's Angus Kelly. That image behind me, that is called, go Google it. Thank you, God, I put it up there. Go Google it. It's called, it's not a new image. Are you saying, are you asking me what's today's new image of this? It ain't none. Explain what you're saying, Angus Kelly. If you're saying what we got like this now, what is today's new image? It's not in it. And it's a shame. If that's what you were asking, great question. Great question. It's not in it. But let me explain something though, Angels, and we'll come back to that. Matter of fact, let me do me a favor. I'm going to pin that one because I'm going to get back to that. Basketball, since it is such a young sport, we're lucky enough that our legends walk among us. Yes, you're late. Yeah, you're late. Thank you, that is Moody. But I'll shout out to both of those people already. You're just a little late to the show. And I'm gonna get more a little in depth about Nichelle Nichols a little bit later, or on Wednesday, because Women Rock Wednesday. I want to talk about how powerful this lady was, and what she did, and just the influence, man. I'm gonna show y'all how influence is so important. But basketball, since it's such a young sport, we're lucky that our legends are walking among us. Not like Babe Ruth. Baseball legends, a lot of them gone. Ty Cobb and all of those guys, and what's his name? Lou Gehrig. Man, I love Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig and those guys, right? They are, but our guys are, they're here. Our legends. They will tell you stories. Okay, I got you. Ain't no collage. That's not, excuse me, Angus Kelly. You get me off guard. You get me off my task, but I can multitask. There is no collage like that. That's not a collage, Angus Kelly. That's one event. That's not a collage of those guys. Go look up the Ali Summit. That's not something I put together. It's not a collage. That's those guys sitting there in solidarity of Muhammad Ali that year. I think in 1967, around in that day. Don't forgive me. What's up, Marcus Carr? But that was a good one. Angels, I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna get there. But like I said, our basketball, I'm talking about basketball, our legends are still here to tell their stories. They will tell you about the myths and the facts and the legends of all. Y'all got to realize, I've been blessed for the last 30 years because I've represented some of the top players in the country. I get a chance to go to All-Star games, and I go to the legends. I always go to the legends. Everybody tell me, Robert, you be getting up early in the morning. We out late at night, but you up on Sunday morning for the legends brunch. The legends always have a brunch because I want to go and talk to these living encyclopedias. The George Gervin, I happen to have his number in my thing. I met Bill Russell. He was telling me, talking about Penny. I told him, boy, you got you one. He said, boy, he said, he got that it. He said, some players just good, but some players got that it. He said, your kid got that it. I never forget, the nicest man on the planet Earth. Think about it, y'all. He's always at the All-Star game. He was at the Summer League. He loved basketball. And Chris Walker texted me something today that I didn't understand. And I just asked him what was his asked him, he said coming on. And I asked him, I said, what do you have any Bill Russell stories? He said, no, I just what he read. He said, but he deserves more respect from us. And then he went into some stuff that I want to talk to him while he hear about. And but back to where I was at. Well, I got to get back there. Because I lost my place. Told y'all. Boy, let me tell you something. When I went and just put Bill Russell's name in my notes, Donald Hall, Kelvin Saw. It's just note after note. I've been talking about this man on this show for a long, long time. And it's just so like I was saying, and I'm trying to paint I'm trying to give you a mental framework on our basketball legends. They you can get a chance to talk to these guys. Man, I can't wait to get off this phone because I'm calling George Gervin as soon as we get off this phone. I got you. But it's living history when you get a chance to go to the Legend Brunch. I'm telling you, a lot of the players, I ain't gonna call their names, but you know, we done hung out all night because Saturday night is a big night on at the All-Star game. But Robert Hatter gets up. I go to the gospel brunch, and I go wherever city we is. I go to the gospel brunch, or I go to a church if I know that church in that city, and then I go to the Legends brunch, and it's just so impactful seeing all these guys, y'all. See, you go to the Hall of Fame enshrinement. When you go to the Hall of Fame, all of these guys are there. All these guys are there. You remember I told y'all how much fun I had when I went to the Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, and how much fun I had. These guys show up, man. But as a result of us, this sport, of us is being a young sport, unfortunately, we have to watch our legends pass on. See, y'all, the baseball, a lot of us in baseball, Mindy, she liked baseball. She didn't see Babe Ruth, and all of those guys, Bob Gibson. She didn't see all of them pass on. Baseball is an older sport. When you think about it, it's just about in the last 6-7 years, last decade, how many of our members of the NBA greatest of all time team have passed away in the last decade? Y'all, that speaks to that we're a young sport, man. And I'm just trying to, if y'all don't understand some of this stuff, I'm just helping you. We're going to have to go through this. And today is one of our saddest days. Because this dude right here, when Medgar Evers got shot and killed, he went down to Jackson, some part of Mississippi, and held interracial basketball camp in the 60s after the man that got shot by that redneck down there. Do y'all know the bravery that it took? Jackson, Mississippi. Do y'all know what it took? And in the reporter asked him, why did you come? He said, well, look, my kids play with white kids. And everybody all right? He said, yes, I think it can be done. That man, you know how y'all be talking about this guy better, and y'all just gloss over this guy's name? I'm going to talk about him all week, so y'all can just get ready. You don't have to just go to Springfield, y'all, to see Bill Russell. I'm trying to explain to you. He was at the All-Star. He was at the summer basketball, the NBA summer basketball camp. League. He was there. This just a few weeks ago, and now he went back up to Washington and passed away at the bedside with his wife at his bedside. Check this out. You could see him at the NBA Finals. You could see him at the All-Star games. He was touchable. It's a bad man, man. It's a bad man. What's up, Jimbo? Hold on, let me get you in here. Let me get you in here. Cause I'm talking about Bill Russell, man. We'll be here. We'll be here for another second. We got. You can interject at any time. Interject anytime you want to. But he wasn't. Jimmy, I don't know. Have you had the pleasure of meeting him before, Bill Russell?
Yeah, just once.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
Good dude, man.
Yeah.
Good. Jimmy, he was at the summer league this summer. Jimmy, he loved
Well,
basketball.
he got out. He made his rounds around stuff. He would show his face at different
Jimmy,
things.
everywhere. I'm telling you, every All-Star game I see him. Every NBA Finals, if I go, I see him. I've never. Y'all gotta understand, Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, them, they don't show up. They don't show up every place. I didn't see Michael Jordan out there in the summer league. He was out on his boat fishing. I didn't see Magic at the summer league, but I saw this man at the summer league. But Jimmy, he wasn't quite as mobile as he was, Jimmy, this time. But he was there, Jimmy, at the summer league, connecting with the younger players and the younger generations of being a living history. That's why when I talk to him, I just talk. I mean, and Jimmy, he'll talk. And Jimmy, I remind myself, as soon as I get off this phone, I'm calling George Gervin. That's a guy that I got on my speed dial, and I ain't been talking to him enough. And he done told me some of the greatest stories. Because y'all got to understand, once these guys, see, I was explaining to Jimmy that basketball is a young sport. Your sport, basketball, is baseball, an old-ass sport in the 1800s. So a lot of your heroes, Jimmy, they've been dead and gone. But basketball, since it's a relatively young sport, 75 years of existence, so now we are seeing where that some of our leaders and legends are dying right here. You got young Kobe dying too early a couple of years ago. But to lose a great man like this is just not. And I know people be saying this, a great basketball player, but a great man, the stuff this man did, man. And I'm gonna tell you all week. We don't have time for me to talk about this dude. We're gonna talk about this dude all week, man. But it stings, Jimmy. It hurts. Not only for obvious reasons, for the loss of his presence among us, but also it's a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot more of these sad days that might be ahead of us as our game get older. As our game get older. We got a young game. I told y'all, 2 years ago, the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant at a very young age. And John Havlicek, one of his teammates, passed away in recent time. And when you look at the role of the black athlete in the civil rights movement, born in Louisiana. Think about this, Jimmy. Family moved to Bay Area, went on to the University of San Francisco, and then to Boston. 3 radically different experiences in America, especially in the era that he lived in. He was always outspoken and unafraid, Jimmy, to use his platform, the chop shop, to voice his opinion and to use his platform in a time when before we really talked about people having a platform in that way. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was visible. He knew the visibility that him as an athlete had to affect and impact the change for the million of people to follow us who are not as famous as him. It was, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, it was dangerous for him to be at that Ali Summit. This the same man when he went on a road trip, Jimmy Hicks, and I sold this story on the phone. He go on a road trip. People would break into his house, defecate in his bed, and make the bed back up. Write the N-word all over the walls. Knock his trash down. And the police said it's the raccoons knocking the trash down. And guess what? He went and got him a gun permit, and them raccoons didn't knock the trash cans down no more. Them damn human raccoons. But y'all, I think about that when it was defecating on his bed, when I think about Charlie Sifford, one of the first black golfers to play on the PGA Tour, in his book, Just Let Me Play, Jimmy, they didn't want him to play. You know, there was a Caucasian clause in the PGA saying you got to be 18 and a white male to play in the PGA. If you ain't one of them, you can't play. So the guy fought. So he played in the Phoenix Open, I think his first tournament. Jimmy, they sent him out first. On his first hole, Jimmy, when they went to pull the flag out the hole, it was defecation in the flag. What is these people fascination with feces? Jimmy, in the cup where you pour the flag out where you can put, it's feces in the cup. What is these people's fascination? I guess they said we're gonna shit on you. Excuse my language. That's what we're gonna do. But Jimmy, I had to share that little part with you. I got more and more to tell you about this titan of a man that I've had I've had him. I can't. Now I'm mad, Jimmy, because I'm saying, man, I should have talked to him more. You know what I'm saying? I should have talked to him more. So, but rest in peace and rest in heaven and rest in power, my king. And shout out still again to Nichelle Nichols, the beautiful woman who played on Star Trek. In case y'all don't remember her, I got to put her back on there because she did some powerful stuff too in Hollywood. And I'm gonna talk about her on Women Rock Wednesday. But what up, Jimmy? What you got, man? What you got, baby?
Oh man, just putting it all together, and you know, it's Bill Russell situation and the tragic 88 just don't seem. I guess nowadays we done got spoiled. It don't seem young no more.
Yeah.
88 when you normally hit your fourth gear. Nowadays. Man. So it's like, man, what happened? It's like, dude, he was old. I'm like, well, hell, they got other people, man. President's damn near old as him right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of.
It's just life, man.
In those days, the death threats. The thing is funny because I was last week. Mm-hmm. At the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Good parallel.
And the PVIL Coaches Association Hall of Fame ceremony. And one of the guys who got up and speak, name was Carl Godin. And while Carl Godin was speaking, he mentioned that he paid homage to a lot of his predecessors who had been inducted and put to play, because they had told some various stories. And he was like, man, I ain't going to even lie. I don't know if I would have made it in y'all era. Because people telling, now mind you, Carl Godin he was in high school in the 70s. So that means he was in elementary school in the late 60s. During all his civil rights, and all of the.
Oh, he was?
Okay. Civil rights. If he came out of high school in 75.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I mean, he was in elementary school.
Yeah, he had to deal with some stuff. Absolutely.
So he was like, I don't know if I would have excelled during that era when you guys played, because hearing these stories about what you couldn't do, where you could not go, where you had to get dressed at, where you had to do this, you couldn't look this person up and down. He said, I don't know. And remember, Carl Godin you guys got to look it up, as a story, and he's agreed we're going to get him on the chop shop, just let him come simmer down and bask in the moment of embracing this Hall of Fame acknowledgments from 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. But when he played out, they messed up his hand because he was not in quote unquote compliance at Texas A&M. He was projected to be a first round NBA pick. And if you make somebody mad, they mess your hand up. Think about that. Bust your hand up. So that means now you hindered and impaired. But anyway, I was thinking about that, about faring in those times. So think about Bill Russell, what he had to endure, as well as the death threats repeatedly. Right? Remember, there was no surveillance cameras, no Ring apps. People,
and the police weren't on the outside. Police was on the other side.
Police come whenever they come to take your call and come and show up once they got done doing whatever they was doing. So the response time, you can imagine what that was. And so that's the thing. Do many of you guys think how you think you would have fared in those days when you think of, and some a lot of people out there may not be scary, but they sure act scary out here in
Yeah,
today's
yeah,
society. They may
yes.
not be scary, but they damn sure act
That's a good one.
scary
I like
as
that. I
hell
like the way you
with
said it.
their
I like the way
action.
you said it. Uh-huh. I like the way you said they act scary. I like that one. But Jimmy, I got a story for y'all, man. That I didn't know. I didn't know it. I'm today's old when I found out this story. This guy named Nate Butler, Nathaniel Butler, who was the photographer who took pics for the Boston Celtics and people for years, right? He the one, if y'all ever see the video, I mean the picture of Bill Russell with all his rings in his hand. You know, he have all the rings, then he have all the rings on his hand, then he put two of them on the pinky ring because, you know, he got 10 fingers. And the guy who, then this guy took the pictures, right? Jimmy, he said something about those rings, about this pic, and how he had to get, how he came about getting the rings for the pic. See, while he won 11 championships, Bill Russell did, y'all, he did not receive 11 rings. It was a little known fact back in the day, after you won your first ring, they oftentimes did not give you a second one. So they had to borrow other players' rings to do this photo shoot. I mean, dude, it's a crazy fact. I mean, when I was little, I said, I got to share this with the Chop Shop. I'm trying to fix you up, Jimmy. Jimmy, they said one year they got cufflinks, and then it was an urban myth that they said that that they sometimes receive a watch, and then you know, like I said, cufflinks, and then they said one time they received some muskets. You know, the old guns, and there was an urban myth that they had a Boston Celtics had a endorsement deal with Zenith Television. They get a Zenith Television. So, but it was crazy, man. When people tell stories like that, they didn't give rings all the time. So when he took those pictures of Bill Russell with those rings, some of those rings, a lot of those rings from people they had to go and get them from, and they had to, you know, for the photo shoot. So it was unbelievable, man. It's just unbelievable stuff that this guy. And a lot of people don't know this, Jimmy. Many people don't know this. Bill Russell kick-started the movement for NBA players' rights. Owners didn't even recognize the players' union until he led them by refusing to play in the 1964 All-Star game until demands were met. They secured a pension, better hours, and other rights. And I know a lot of y'all probably didn't know that about this man. He's just a bad man. Just a bad man. And Angus Kelly called me, said something earlier, Jimmy. He said, when I look at that collage, and I just explained to him, that's not a collage. That's that behind me and you, that was them dudes supporting Muhammad Ali. He said, if it's one like this in today's, hell no. It ain't a group of powerful black men like that get together at one time with that much to lose. Got the heavyweight champion of the world, the best football player in the world, the best basketball player, the two of the best basketball players in the world, one of the best lawyers in the world. They got one of the best offensive guards in the world. Some of the best, our best in the world, all in one picture for one cause. We can't get two guys to sit down and take a damn picture. When Colin Kaepernick was messed up. So
Well,
what you said, Jimmy?
four of them got up there, and they remember now. I give credit. That was a basketball.
They wasn't talking. It wasn't like this.
No, I'm just saying, but during the ESPY.
So you talking about? So you talking about
LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Paul, and I forgot who the fourth one was. Got up there.
And Carmelo Anthony. Jimmy, it was nothing like that. Jimmy, do me a favor. You go and study those icons on that picture right there. Then you know there's no parallel. No parallel to those guys.
You just said today we can't get two of them in the room. I'm saying, well, that was during a pivotal moment in our.
I said Colin Kaepernick. That was the George Floyd thing. Notice I said, you got to hear me. I said when they stand with Colin Kaepernick, like they standing with this, they standing with Muhammad Ali. That's a different scenario, Jimmy. And maybe you didn't hear me, but that's an altogether different scenario. Where was they at when Colin Kaepernick? I didn't never see a photo op with all of them. Find it for me, Jimmy, and show it to me. That was for all the senseless killings and all of that.
The George Floyd situation, Heather, is far more important and greater than Colin Kaepernick's. The George Floyd.
Stop, Jimmy. Stop. Hold that. Hold what you just said. Colin Kaepernick was talking about the police brutality that's killing us. George Floyd, he was talking about what happened to George Floyd. How in the hell do you, how did you sit up there and tell me it's not as important?
A man losing his life.
Thank you. I know Brandon said, huh?
A man losing his life.
Jimmy, one man losing his life. Colin Kaepernick was talking about a lot of guys losing their life.
But he still can breathe right now. That dude can't.
No, I'm talking about the people who has passed that the police been killing and stuff. Do you know what Colin kneeled for? I don't think you know what he kneeled for. You need to go back and refreshing.
Alan,
Jimmy.
Do you remember on the Chop Shop? On the Chop Shop. You sit right here on the Chop Shop.
Forget the Chop Shop.
And
I'm telling you, I asked you a question. Did you know what this man
believe in him?
Did you know what he kneeled for? That's my question. Don't tell me about what I don't believe in.
We done went through this whole topic for once again.
The man was fighting. Thank you, Brandon Nicholson. I'm glad somebody is listening. Y'all can't keep letting people say shit on this show and y'all don't challenge it.
Once again, did you believe in what Colin Kaepernick was saying? Did you not sit on the Chop Shop? You was not a believer. You was not a supporter of his efforts.
It had nothing to do with his efforts and police brutality. How the hell a black man gonna... Man, you got to be out your rabbit mind. How is a black man gonna not support... I know Colin Kaepernick like you don't know him. And I was explaining to you why the players don't... Because I know his wide receiver, I represented him, Jimmy Hicks, Quentin Patton, and I was telling you about why the players wasn't following him. That's what I was telling you. It ain't had nothing to do with that. But the man was, hold on, the man was talking and kneeling for police brutality and how the system, and you telling me I didn't believe in it? You can't, dude, speak for yourself. Don't ever speak for me. Don't ever speak for me.
Once again, you are flipping. You are flipping and twisting.
No, I'm telling the truth.
We talked about Colin Kaepernick several times back 4 years ago, and I'm telling you, we sit on the Chop Shop, and you
Jimmy. Do you hear what you saying? You trying to attack something I said. I'm telling you, trying to tell me, Jimmy. Talk about the issue. Because you ain't going to win that one. You're not going to win that one. Let's talk about the issue. I caught you. You said, no. You said out of your mouth 5 seconds ago, the George Floyd situation is more important. It's more important than the Colin Kaepernick. And all I did is ask you a question. I said, do you know why he nailed? And guess what you talking about? Well, you didn't like him. I told you about the relationship.
So tell me this. I didn't say you.
I did not like him.
That wasn't my words. But that's not my words. That's not my word. If you're gonna take all other stuff and try to quote me, then quote me properly. Or just insert a description. Say,
but Jimmy, you should have left that one alone. You trying to speak for me. You can't speak for me.
Alan, I'm describing a moment that when you said that you can't get.
Tell me what I said.
And I'm
tell me what I said.
I asked you a question. I say, did you not get on the Chop Shop when we were talking about him? One of the many times we talked about him a couple of years ago. And this one time, the last time we talked about it in depth was when he was doing supposed to have a scheduled a tryout in Atlanta somewhere. And that was the last time. And you were like, man, forget that dude. Ain't nobody studying about that dude. And then I'm like, well, Heather, it's what he's standing for and what he kneeled for. And I'm on that side of the fence and explaining, man, ain't nobody studying about that right now. So you were on.
That's what you derived out of that. Jimmy, I promise you. Hey, man, just like you said a minute ago, Jimmy, think about what you said a minute ago, and I know you're going to try to weasel your way out of it. I know it, but think about what you said a minute ago. Hold on. Think about what you said a minute ago.
You still haven't acknowledged what you're doing.
Jimmy, I'm talking to Jimmy. Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. I want you to listen to this. I got an advantage when I know that the NBA teams, NFL teams, were not going down there to pay him any attention. I'm telling you from that it ain't my word. I don't own an NBA team.
That wasn't the issue.
I don't own an NFL team.
The issue down there was the fact that he
hold on, stop. No. I'm not finna let you go down this rabbit hole. Hold on, because that's stupid. I'm finna tell you something. You just came out of your mouth, because that's neither here nor here. Just came out of your mouth that George Floyd situation was more important than Kaepernick kneeling. That came out your mouth just a second ago.
That right there may not be accurate for me saying that. That may not be true. Now let's move forward.
No. Okay.
That may not be accurate. Lee, that may not be. To understand, that's an opinion. That's an opinion, and that may be an ignorant opinion.
Okay.
So now let's move forward. Let's move on.
I got another question for you.
Hold on.
I got another question for you.
Hold on. Once again.
Can I retort what you just said?
You just said that was the one major thing.
No, one major.
Yes, no, that is major. That's the main damn thing. Because now back to when the moment I'm telling you, I asked you the question.
You can't ask. Hold up. You ask me what your question you asking me. I just said, and I explained it to you, but you don't listen. You say you asked me a question about Colin Kaepernick throwing a football, on a high school football field. Of course I didn't think that was important. But him kneeling in them games is very important.
Once again, so you acknowledging and you remember your memory.
I don't remember, Jimmy. Jimmy, let me tell you something. You got a history. You know what?
You were not feeling.
Can I talk?
What he was doing. You was like, we ain't heard from him. Let me
tell you something else I said. Hold on. Let me help you. Because your ass don't know. I know you can't comprehend the shit I say. So I know you didn't hear me. You could not comprehend that. So let me help you. This is what I said. I said, very odd that he did not give us or talk about what he received as payment for the NFL to be quiet. He did not disclose his payment arrangements. But he wants Jay-Z to be, I remember, he wants Jay-Z to be transparent. He wants Roger Goodell to be transparent. And I said, that's a fact. He never disclosed it. How much money he made. So yes, of course I'm going to say that. But let's go back to the real crux of this thing. I said that the Ali Summit was one of the most iconic things in the world that I've ever seen. And Angus Kelly said, how can we parallel that today? And I came back, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Said, it's no comparison today. We couldn't get two dudes to come stand with Colin Kaepernick. And he said, him said, well, it's four of them. He couldn't even remember all four of them. It's four of them came on ESPYs. He didn't say the ESPYs, but I'm going to let him know. LeBron James talking about the sensitive killings around George Floyd and all that kind of stuff, right? But that's this. And he said that's not more important than what Colin Kaepernick was kneeling about? That's how this thing started. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna agree with everything nobody do, Jimmy. Let's get that straight.
So let's tell me this. So tell me this. Let's say if I'm giving you the directions, and I say you go down here, you go to this one freeway, and you make a left on I-10, and you're gonna take I-10, and then you go down there, and then you say, well, man, that ain't the right way. That's going backwards. I say, yeah, that's going backwards. Then you say, this ain't the right way. Then somebody else say, Jimmy, that ain't the quickest way. You might need to go right. Now think about it, and I say, you know what? Oh, before you take off driving, right, left might be the wrong way. That's what I just said a while ago. I acknowledged.
But Jimmy, I didn't want you to hijack Jimmy, you worry about you. Jimmy, it's not about you. It's about the message.
No. Yes, it is. Because know why? You still made your ignorant ass sit there and made another statement after you clarified. He just said that was more important. You just said it again.
And I'm going to say it again for the rest of my damn life.
You know what that means? That means me acknowledging that may not been the right thing to say. You still, that means I erased the chalkboard.
No.
That means that's.
I'm giving you.
And you still sit there and you let people know. You know what? Y'all guess what he wrote on the chalkboard? He wrote that. Oh, and I acknowledge. I often will get things not correctly and say things. That's my opinion, and that's what. See, here's the thing in life. I get paid for my opinion. Once my opinion becomes wrong to everybody on a consistent basis, you know what happens? I'm not important to them anymore.
Well, guess what?
So I mean,
I'm gonna leave that one alone right there.
Hold on. I'm not done with that. Here's the thing. Indifferent to you, when I grew up in school, I just wanted a 71. You wanted a 90. So I don't give
no. I wanted 100. I wanted 100.
Okay, you wanted 100. I didn't give a damn about 100. As long as I passed the class, I'm good. So
wait a minute. Hold on. Let me give you some applause for that. Watch this.
I don't get them all right, and we know damn sure you don't get them all right. We know for sure you don't get them all right.
But my opinions are based on facts. I just gave you some facts. That's all. It wasn't my opinions.
Understand something.
I was just giving
facts. Facts are facts.
Yes.
An opinion is an ingredient. That's like you having fruit. There are certain fruit that comes natural from the ground. Then there's other fruit that they can mix some sugars and stuff with it and make an additives. That's an opinion.
Dude, I just don't understand what you're trying to say. Let's get back to Angus Kelly. Let's get back to the thing. Can we get back to this?
No, that we've talked about that. That part.
No, I got to talk. No. I got to answer a question from this guy.
That part.
I care about it. Okay, go on, finish.
Deshaun Watson has been suspended for 6 games. And this 6 games, we all knew that it was going to take place because the rumors had been out for 3 weeks. 3 whole weeks plus that it would be 6 games. They didn't say 4 games, the masses. It wasn't, they said at least 6 games. So this goes and shows that the power of the media in mainstream nowadays is, far as leaking the intel, is uncontrollable. It's at an all-time high, and it's not going to be stopped anytime soon. Meaning that, think about it, they knew 6 games, 6 weeks with no fine. So now, as you proceed into last season, think about this. You had a Baker Mayfield as the quarterback. And Baker Mayfield, a lot of black folk around the country felt a certain kind of way about Baker Mayfield. as not like they
Why?
hated Baker
Why black
Mayfield
people don't like
because
Baker Mayfield?
he was one
Because
of the
I'm one black person and I don't have a kind of way about him. Tell
I
me
said
about the other one.
certain
Him.
certain kind of way, meaning that when it came to his behavior and in college as a collegiate student athlete, and in some cases in the pros, he was the white privilege was definitely perceived to favor him. His antics and his his involvements, his brushes, his off-field situations, Baker Mayfield. So that means you feel some kind of way. So that means how would you say the overhyping in a sense of him. You get there and it's like, okay, you had some star black receivers. You had enough to win with. You didn't necessarily win with what you had with. You ran everybody pretty much away, indirectly or directly, including your head coach. And so now you have a black quarterback that many white folk are going to feel some kind of way about. And not to mention the female society, the bulk of them that are football, that cares in any form or fashion about football. Are you going to root for the Cleveland Browns this season? Are you rooting for Deshaun Watson this season? Remember, there are 3 unresolved cases that are still on the dockets with Deshaun Watson. But as it stands, he's been exonerated. He's been no billed, so to speak, from at least 21 cases, no billed. And now he's gotten a record paycheck, an extension from his new employer, and now life goes on. The question once again still remains: what are you expecting from Deshaun Watson this season? 6 games is well enough to still have a chance of making the playoffs. And that's the question. That's the magic question.
What you expect? What y'all expect from Deshaun Watson? What y'all expect? Y'all got to understand. NBA, excuse me, the NFL, they don't care. They don't care. I've been trying to tell y'all that, but I'm so ignorant. Some of y'all don't listen. But I've been telling y'all they don't care. Them owners don't care whether or not you done did this and you done did this. If you can play, if you ball, you get the call. They don't care what. So the only thing that can, I'm echoing. So the only way you can, I had it turned the wrong way. The only way, I mean, if y'all upset about it, you know, think about it, y'all. He went through the court system. They exonerated him. Okay, they go through the civil system. A lot of the cases were dropped. What do you expect for the lady to do? Because neither one of y'all have ever read, and me either, because they haven't. What's her name? Judy. What's the lady's name? Jimmy, the independent arbitrator, the judge. I'm trying to put my earpiece in so we can stop echoing. I'm just trying to figure out what people want. From the kid that went through it. I mean, I wasn't gonna cheer for the Cleveland Browns anyway. You know, I cheer for very few people. But I mean, it's high. But see, what y'all don't understand now, the NFL still got the power to do what they want with Deshaun, because Roger Goodell haven't spoken yet. Just the arbitrator has spoken. Now, Jacoby Brissett will start the season out for him, another black quarterback. I'm telling you, I can't tell you the time Cleveland, we got to go back. Tell me the time Cleveland had a black quarterback. I don't remember. But Jacoby Brissett is a great backup great backup, one of the a few African American quarterbacks that they allowing just to go, and one of the few. He's not the only to be a backup quarterback and get that good money, being a backup quarterback. And but let me tell you something. What's the guy named? Rusty Hardin did his job. And that's all you got to say. You know, I talked to one of the massage therapists this morning as I was driving in. I had to go down to Texas Southern today. Shout out to
You mean one of them same gals who got the bread?
no. I got one that she testified for him. But no, one that testified for him. He didn't do it to her. But she know he's a little different, but she just said he was respectful for her and her friends around her, the girls who she who she sent to him. And he didn't do it to everybody, but I guess she testified for him. But she was just saying she was talking about the stuff about this massage therapy, this massage therapy community. It's a lot of gray areas in there. And you got to know the people that you, and she was upset about him. She just said, I couldn't believe Deshaun was having all them damn women working on that body. Robert, it ain't but one, no, for Jimmy. She's smart enough to understand. She's not ignorant. She's smart enough to understand it ain't but 32 of him on the whole planet, starting quarterbacks in the NBA, in the whole planet. And you just let anybody touch on your body. Yeah, okay, Robert Griffin. Yeah, anybody touch on your body. She said because, she said even him, he got certain points that he don't like that a massage therapist does, and he'll tell you. She said, told me this morning, he's very vocal about where he don't want to be touched. But guess what? But she said she read some of those depositions, and he was very vocal about where he wanted to be touched. So it's just a unique thing about this guy, man. All right, let me tell you something, man. My heart go out for the family of those girls. If he violated those girls, it's a problem with me because I got 5 sisters and a daughter. But what else can we do? There's owners, y'all worry about the owners. Owners gonna want him to play football. You can kill somebody and they want you to come out here and play football. You can beat on your wife. If we don't have it on video, you can come back and play football, whatever. So it's this sports, man, is business. Deshaun Watson being out on that field is business. And that's really all I got to say about it, man. I mean, great way to the Cleveland Browns have structured the deal. And it just make you think, y'all, because I kind of told y'all, I said, y'all remember now that first year he ain't making but $1 million. Because they know that's going to be a suspension year. I told y'all that months ago. But, hey, man, to those girls who took that money, I don't know your reasons for taking the money. But guess what? Jimmy, they took the money. All of them had a suit against the Houston Texans. They took the money. This last girl gonna take the money. She just wants some more. He must have hurt her feelings. But it's great. But just me talking to players and different players, man, let me tell you something. Happy endings in massages, man. If y'all out there in this world and don't know about that, then something wrong with y'all. But see, your ass ain't Deshaun Watson. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. So it's just a unique situation. And I sure would like to sit down and talk to that young man. I know he ain't gonna talk, he ain't gonna tell me everything, but I said, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, Jimmy, he couldn't have no guy in his corner like me. Cause the people that really know me, they know I'm a still, what you doing? I mean, do you need me to hook? What you doing? So, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation, and I hate it because you remember, he's in a position of power like these guys behind us. He's an athlete. Guess what? He might have a message for us one day to help us. And guess what? The message is going to be diluted because of some of his transgressions. So I mean, it's a sad, unfortunate situation. But hey, man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm ready to get it over with because them girls saying, "Wait, I got my bread. How in the hell I'm gonna be mad about it?" So hey, that's all. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. What else you got out there, man?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a rough one.
he got to win.
Oh my goodness!
He got to win.
Oh,
He better win.
oh, he got to win. No, he ain't got to win.
Yeah, he got to win.
For who? For you,
No, for society, winning makes people forget.
Jimmy, he won. He won a month ago, Jimmy.
No, I'm talking about on the field, but still people bitter. There's still people feeling now. Now it's like
Jim,
you're gonna have protests at every game.
Jim.
The camera's probably not gonna catch them because NFL gonna protect their brand.
Jimmy, let me make it big. Hold on, I'm finna show you something. I'm finna show you something. You said he got to win, right? I'm sure you got to win. I'm finna make it. I'm just gonna make it me on the screen, right? You see that guy over this shoulder right here? He won and they treated him bad. That guy next to him, he won and they treated him bad. That guy, hold on, mama, move. On this side of me, he won and they treated him bad. Winning? You saying winning?
Winning breeds amnesia. When you have been accused of something in recent memory in regards to the NFL, and you can start it off and go back as far as Ben Roethlisberger, even though understand, yes, white. I'm talking white or black. It's not a black thing. Roethlisberger, right? He bounced back. People forget. Then you think about the young man who got hell. You can go to the New England Patriots, right? Tom Brady was in the midst of it, the deflate gate. You win, get amnesia. Robert Kraft, speaking of the New England Patriots, speaking of happy endings, he's the OG of happy endings.
They losing now, so we should go after Robert Kraft now. They losing.
No, but they won first.
No, they ain't won nothing since that. He did that after Tom Brady.
That was the year. That was the year of going out. That was the year Brady was going out.
So guess what?
They had just won that year.
He ain't won no more. They ain't crucified him.
He ain't won no more, but he won that year going out. I don't know if that was the off season. I think when it happened, down in Florida.
Man, let me tell you something. That boy done won. To me, he done won. Shit, I don't care what you
what's his name? Michael Vick. He comes back. And it's like in other words,
he redeemed himself, Jimmy. He redeemed himself.
Winning is part of it.
He didn't have a chance to win. He didn't win when he came back.
No, he did. He wasn't.
No, sir.
They had him at second tier when he first came back. He was a clipboard holder.
Yeah, he didn't win. Because you said winning erases this thing. Deshaun Watson, young man won the other day with that wait a minute, with that 230.
What?
He won.
Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. Wasn't Kobe Bryant had accusations on him in Denver, Colorado?
Oh yeah.
And guess what? Kobe Bryant went and done. He won.
Yeah.
People forgot about it.
Yeah.
Life went on.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of women. There was a lot of protests. A lot of people.
It wasn't even a civil. I don't think the girl. I don't know if it was a civil case even filed against that girl. They found out that girl was foul. She was a rotten apple about Kobe. So they found that Kobe's biggest problem was had to deal with that thing that wife at home. That was his biggest thing. He had to deal with that. He had to deal with that situation. Man, I wish I could tell y'all it was somebody on that trip in the same hotel with Kobe, a player that y'all see all the time, but I don't want to put his business out there. He was at the same hotel. He was a witness. And that's why they weren't gonna never go to court. And one of Kobe's ex-teammates, man. So it's that girl never had a chance. But guess what? The damage was already done. That was already done. But hey, Deshaun Watson, I mean, if he don't win, people gonna tear his head off. But to me, Jimmy, 230 million.
Well, if he don't win, then there's little to no chance that Nike is going to come back on board. If he does win, then there's a possibility that Nike will come back and
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
You think Deshaun Watson worried about Nike right now?
It ain't, that's the whole thing. It's not about you worried about. It's an abundance of that's extra extra income that normally people live off their endorsements and they put their
Jim,
checks in the bank.
Jim. That's a long time ago. These dudes' contracts so big right now. Jimmy, Nike is not gonna pay him that much money over 5 years. Hell no, not no football player. They ain't selling that many cleats.
But it wasn't just Nike. He had more. He lost at least
When
3
you
endorsements.
said Nike,
I use Nike because that was the major one that was sports oriented of his endorsements of the major brands that we know and recognize. I mean, you had the earphone people.
Beats are bold.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Beats by the Dre before
They didn't put him down, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen.
He
I
lost three.
I
He lost
really haven't
three.
been paying
I think,
attention.
and the Reliant, remember, because the stadium used to be called the Reliant Stadium when he first played here, and they renamed the football stadium NRG, and he was still got to deal with Reliant as doing their commercials and whatnot. You know, I mean, there's a little bit, but those little bitty kibbles and bits add up in comparison to what your big contract is.
Darryl Barnes, what is you talking about? That ain't his wife. That's his girlfriend. Yeah. Yo, let me see. You see, that's the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff. I got to put this on the screen. Can I put it? I got to put this on the screen. Darryl Barnes. Wait a minute. I got it. Deshaun got to make up to her. That's his girlfriend, Darryl Barnes. Not his wife. The embarrassing he put her through. I'm sorry, Jim. I shouldn't even brought that up. What are you talking about, man?
They're still together.
Yeah, but that's not his wife, Jimmy.
They're living in I mean, they got a home in California.
Jim. You got to be the wife.
Yeah, that's
the wife. Don't nobody recognize. The court don't recognize those other relationships unless you're common law.
Well,
and being on the same bills in certain states. Come on, Darryl. Man, that man don't owe that. Man, come on, man. Come on. Oh, man, no.
But they still together.
Yeah.
She really didn't rock. She really didn't rock hard away from him, based on my intel from this whole thing.
I don't know what she was doing.
Well, not to say rock away.
It ain't my business what her and him is doing. That's why I said, why you bring that up, Darryl? Come on, man. Leave that alone.
When it first broke, remember, when it first started hitting hard in the news, he left because that was around the time when James Harden stuff was going on in Houston, and James Harden was over in Atlanta, and then he moved and went and stayed in Atlanta for a little while and ducked away in ATL.
But Jimmy, he always got a place in Atlanta. He's from that area.
That's what I'm saying. So and that's where he was, and then now he's of course living in Ohio and in Cleveland now, and I mean they together.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. And I don't know what he was doing, but he's something else. That's all I can say. And he just got. Let me tell you something. What that tells me, I promise you, what that tells me, the people he has around him, he's either not listening or they just being groupies. The people he have around him. Even Michael Vick, y'all, and I don't know if y'all knew this story. Michael Vick wasn't supposed to go to jail. But Michael Vick treated the people around him so freaking terrible. I don't even want to say on this air some of the stuff that I know he did.
A couple of them gave him up. A couple of them
that's what I'm trying to explain. The people around you, man. You have them around you. Treat your people right. All you guys who out there, running up behind these players, because these dudes, man, you make these dudes, they'll write a book on your ass. So if you're in these positions, man, it's you always want somebody, man, around you who ain't kiss. See, that's what I love the people I got in my life, because they know I ain't gonna kiss their ass. I don't care what they got and how much and how many square feet in their house. I just can't do it. I don't care who you are. I am not kissing nobody's ring. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you're in my sphere of influence, I want all of us to win. I was thinking about this dude, man. The other day I was reading, I'm gonna share with y'all earlier in the week, later on in the week. I was thinking about when you mention the name Marion Barry, a lot of people laugh. A lot of people laugh. Marion Barry, yes, the mayor who got caught in the scandal up there, right? Everybody laugh and sniggle and giggle. But I asked those same old people who sniggle and giggle, I said, do you know that he was the co-founder of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee? Did you know that? One of the most important arms of the civil rights movement. Do you know he was the president of SNCC? Do you know he walked with Martin Luther King? Okay, did you know that? While you're sniggling and grinning about that, did you know that somebody, they was at in Bahamas at a pool side, and you know he had on the swim trunks, and a guy asked him, man, why are your legs so messed up? Because you know he got all kind of marks and bumps and bites and bruises. Y'all, he was in the civil rights movement. He got beat by the billy clubs of those police. The fire hose got set on him. So what else? The dogs bit him. And what I love, see, look, and see guys like that, right there, Karen Roach, right there. Them the guys I'm talking about. But this same guy you talking about, the smoke crack, Mr. Karen Roach, same guy, Jimmy, as he was when he was in mayor. Now, how many of you, would you do this, Karen Roach? How many of y'all, you're mayor of a city, and you have a meeting of the business people in the community, and you tell all of them white business leaders and bankers, this meeting is adjourned. Until you have a black person in this meeting and some black people in this meeting, I'm not meeting with y'all no more to tell me nothing about y'all doing. And he got a young man, a 19-year-old man who was able to go to these meetings because of Marion Barry. Go look him up. His name is Don Peebles. One of the biggest developers in the whole wide world. The real estate developers in the whole country, Don Peebles. If he don't be in that meeting with Marion Barry, he not one of the richest black men in the world. But we got guys want to bring up he smoked crack. That's our problem right there. I never mentioned that. That's our problem right there. That's our problem. That's our problem right there. Yes. Now, and ain't now one of y'all who talking about him on that feed ain't never did a smidgen of the stuff he done did. Y'all better learn your history and quit worrying about he smoked crack. Jimmy, did you see the video, Jimmy? Jimmy, they set him up. They had the girl to set him up. And y'all want to brag about that. This is the same FBI that followed Martin Luther King. Did y'all know that Coretta Scott King and Martin Luther King's marriage was on rocks? Did y'all know that? Read your history. It was on the rocks because the FBI was sending her information because Martin was getting it in. So watch how, I told y'all, Jimmy, it's two things going on here. Our social structure, how they see us, and our governance structure, how we see each other. The problem is a lot of us see each other in some effed up ways, and that's our problem. But what else you got, Jimmy? I had to get y'all in. Jimmy, hold up. Oh, I'm sorry.
On the back nine.
Hold up. We're on the back nine. I got to go here, Jimmy. Jimmy, I got a call this morning, Jimmy.
What you got there?
I got a call this morning.
What you got there?
And they said, come down.
You for the propose?
Yeah.
You for the propose?
Yeah.
You know your knee? Got a knee pad?
Hold up. Yeah. They said, come down to Texas Southern. We got something for you, Mr. Howell. This morning, Jimmy. You know I don't like to go nowhere anymore. I like to be in my meetings and stuff, right? Jimmy. And I pulled up, Jimmy. Jimmy. Excuse me, y'all. Something in my eye right now. Oh, Jimmy.
Now,
Jimmy,
what school is
let me
on?
tell people.
It don't say Memphis on that.
No, it don't say Memphis. It don't say Memphis. It said
What school is on there? What school is
Texas
it on there?
Southern University.
Okay.
Y'all, I did not know I was gonna get this ring, man. I didn't know, Jimmy. I don't know.
Go on, let them people know you bought that thing from Jostens. Hell,
Yeah.
they know what the hell you did.
Yeah,
You
okay.
the thing
Okay.
came in.
All right.
You bought,
Well, if I bought it, let me tell you something. Yeah, I bought it. Yeah.
Jostens.
Hold up. With my time and my talent and my energy, yeah, I bought it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But shout out to Alicia Compton Young, the president, TSU. Shout out to the vice president, Dr. Kevin Granger. Shout out to Kevin Allen. And this thing wouldn't have happened. I would have never did it. It would have never happened if it wasn't for Ralph Cooper, Donna Franklin, and Ernest Walker. Man, shout out to those people. That I had no idea. Me just going on a quest and just calling some college basketball games. Just that's what happens when you're around champions and champions. You know that Bill Russell, that guy behind us. Yeah, that's what happened. You get a ring. So it was a beautiful ring. I mean, I know I didn't show it to you good. It's man, craftsmanship, Jimmy. You know that old garbage ass baseball team you played on. Never got a chance to even think about it. Hold on, Jimmy.
What school was it though? What school was it? What school was it from?
Angelino, mother.
That's the only one. What school was it?
Hey, y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Chop shop, thank y'all. Yeah, thank y'all so much. But guess what, Jimmy? Hey, Jimmy, we got a Hall of Fame and we got a ring bearer. We got a ring get on this one. I just thought about that. What?
Yeah, that's a good deal right there. Yes, that's versus the championship rings from the men's basketball
Yeah.
team, who and their efforts, of course, in the SWAC this past season, winning the tournament, right, and making it to the big dance, which is always a revenue jolt for any program. You get money to the program directly when you go and you make it to the NCAA tournament. So a lot of people, man, it's a lot at stake, and
Yeah,
wish
man.
it.
I didn't.
With schools like that, that means in the SWAC you can win your conference and still not get the check that one would get by winning their tournament.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. That's kind of like some conferences
Yeah.
that's not applicable in, but in the SWAC and several others, you got to win your conference tournament to get that extra money. That's what's at stake. So that means for a lot of coaches, they're like, man, they ain't really worried. It's good for the resume, but they want to get. And the athletic directors are rooting for you to win that tournament. Coaches trying to win it all, of course, but that's kind of good. Speaking of colleges, how about Under Armour takes another hit, and they've been like, man, they've been bleeding in the
Jim.
in the last year.
They got another word called hemorrhaging.
Hemorrhaging. That's on the inside. Bleeding when it's going on the outside. Hemorrhaging.
Oh, it'll come out you. It'll come out somewhere. It's gonna come out somewhere.
And when it comes to funds, because the latest is they have agreed to settle the lawsuit for $67 million. They have to pay UCLA.
Yes.
And so that means that money comes out of projected earnings. So if you're a stockholder and you're a shareholder, this is, don't get it twisted down. People that's in deep portfolio managers, they knew that this settlement was coming just like weeks ago, months ago. It was a matter of how much you was going to sell it down for. And I'm not sure what Under Armour stock is doing or did this morning or on the weekend in the wake of the news, because normally you would see it and investors would it would spike down a little bit or it would spike upward. But $67 million, 67 $66.5 approximately. They have to pay UCLA. As a result, I think what happened during the pandemic, UCLA had decided they were going to shut and not play, shut it down a little bit before other teams did. Under Armour got mad and was going and threatened to terminate the contract, which was the largest apparel contract at the time in all of college sports.
So tell me how much they suing Under Armour for?
The deal was like
No, how much they suing them for?
no,
But I
they
know the
agreed
deal
to
was
settle. They settled.
Okay, how much they settle for?
They settled for $67.5
But they
million.
were supposed to pay him 200 or something. It was a record deal.
No,
at
no,
the time.
but that was
Over
the
time.
initial,
That's what I'm talking
the initial agreement, the initial contract
Yeah.
for the program was like 280, something
Right.
like that.
You're right. That's what I'm talking about. Right.
Yeah.
So they settled. They said, okay, since you terminated the contract, you got to give me 69. See what you said?
Well, they threatened to do so, and which they eventually did, and that's when UCLA countersued, sued them. Then Under Armour countersued, and that's how you end up in a situation where you end up selling. Both parties drop their suits, and you go on about your happy business.
So
But-
$60 million to get away. They paid him $60 million to go.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a nice little lick. What
Yes.
apparel does UCLA wear now?
What are they wear now?
I have the faintest idea. And shout out to Texas Tech women for receiving $25,000 each.
Yeah.
For their thing, for Daryl Barnes go crazy.
That's the basketball.
Yeah, the basketball team. I'm sorry.
And here's the
Basketball.
question that I haven't confirmed on Texas Tech: is that a one-time name, image, likeness deal, or is that renewable every year for the foreseeable future? That's a good question, because the reason why it's a good question, because it has the possibility to the reality to be 25,000 or as much as 100,000 per scholarship student athlete. So that's the magic question on that. But at any rate, it doesn't right now. That is landmark. That's remarkable. That's humongous. Texas Tech realizing that this is how they have to play in order to even have a chance.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Texas Tech has had success in women's basketball. I mean, albeit, and they've had success. Hell, they've won and won the thing. Remember back in
Cheryl Swoops was played for them.
Yeah. But so now you realize. So now, Al, if the women is getting 25 grand, what the men thinking right now? What they get?
Hold up. I think they got 25 first. They got 25 first, and then I saw some. And you Texas people help me. But Jimmy, I was laughing, and thank you. Who was that? Jeremy Davis? Jimmy, because you remember I asked you what they have now. They wear Brand Jordan, right? And all I was going to say, and then I've looked it up. I know Brand Jordan ain't gave him 200 nothing to do nothing. And then I look at the deal. They got a 6-year, $46 million from Brand Jordan. I know Brand Jordan ain't going to give nobody $100 million nothing, Jimmy. $46 million for 6 years. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a hell of a jump from 280. Jimmy. You got 280 in apparel and deal, and now you down to 460. I mean, no, 46. Yeah, 46. Yeah.
Well, that deal when Under Armour jumped out there, that was way outside the range in the first place. That was in record to proportional territory.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
They had no business jumping their ass out there for that amount.
Brand Jordan don't pay. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Brand Jordan has got a history of not paying. That's what I'm trying. Look at the coach, the Ken Atkins. Ken Atkins accepted the job. And then his wife found out how much money Michael Jordan was about to pay him. She said, "Oh, hell no, we going back over here to Wichita." And he left him out. We're going back to Golden State, man. Let Michael keep that money. So Mike said, "What good sucker can I get to come back?" Oh, Coach Clifford, Steve Clifford. Come on back. We just fired your ass a few days ago, a couple of years ago. Come on back, enjoy. Mike ain't trying to pay nobody. He ain't got to. He got to pay the players, because why? I told y'all the other day, right? Players get 50.1% of the cap. So he got to pay that money, but he don't have to pay the owners. That's not part of the cap. Just in case, just in case you didn't know. But what else you got, man?
Yeah, and of course, non-scholastic uh, sports conversations right now. We're officially on that back nine, and what I had for you, I had some stuff to share with you guys,
I go walk, man. Walk in the building. Go on, keep on going, Jimmy.
and one of them is real quick, give you some good tidbits on the local front. We were one is give a shout out one of the young men who picked his college out the other day, and I think his name is C.J. Barnes. He's at Houston Christian. He played on with one of the sneaker teams, the Houston Defenders, this past summer. He's about 6'9", 6'10", and he's going to one of the schools in Colorado. I want to say it's Colorado Christian, and which is a good move for him. He didn't waste any time. He tried it.
Who
He
is the
tried
kid? Who is the kid?
C.J. Barnes.
Okay.
C.J. Barnes. He gave it a shot on the sneaker circuit because they've gone to the question somebody asked last week. Somebody asked, does every if you play for a 17 and under sneaker team, is that guarantee you a D1 scholarship? Remember I said, heck no, it don't.
Look at look at Jimmy, I'm sorry, man. That man look like a cartoon. Hey, man, you're well shaven. You're clean shaven today, but keep on. Come on, Jim. God damn.
And I said there's no one regarding that because that doesn't mean because you play with a sneaker team you're gonna get a D1 scholarship. He tried it, it didn't work. Fish didn't bite. He didn't waste any time. He committed to a D2 school. I told you, Colorado Christian, and so shout out to him.
Shout
Now
out to him. Hold
we
up,
have,
hold up, Jimmy. Let me get that young fella some applause.
he's at Houston Christian High School. He'll be over there with this season. They're going to have one of the tallest front courts in the area, alongside Sestero and C.J. Barnes. So now, and of course, Lil Wheeler, Montana Wheeler, running the point over at Houston Christian.
Okay.
That now, other news. You go over to rcssports.com. We released the field of teams for the Super 16 extravaganza. That is the Fall High School Championships, which is based in Houston annually each year, the first weekend in October. Well, you want to see the list of teams, go to rcssports.com, go check out the VIP news. This year's field of teams is hot. It's extravagant, and it is definitely worth it. Also, we're going to have 10 other teams playing showcase games, which will take place in conjunction with the Super 16 extravaganza. That's going to be September the 30th, October the 1st, October the 2nd. And lastly, we have a situation how where and this is a hell of a topic.
I can't stand that boy.
Where we get see Walkie and get his thoughts. We in the last 3 years, right? We've had a few guys from out of Houston that left high schools and went out of state to play, right? Going back a couple of years ago, I think we had Tyler Smith, well, not necessarily prep school, but you left their high school and went out of state.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys.
Bryce Griggs, you had Amari Abrams, you had who we got this year? We got a couple. Man,
We got Jacob Cole.
Jacob Cole from Bel Air, right?
Somebody else
And-
just did it the other day. Some other kid. Your guy, Pipkin.
All the young kids, Zion.
Yeah.
And you know one thing that all of them have in common?
What? What they all have in common?
Single parent.
Not Jacob Cole.
He live in a dual household.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I didn't think he was. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I'm not.
I,
I'm not.
I
I'm
might
not
be wrong. I
no,
might be
I'm
wrong.
not. I'm not
I'm not
saying
sure.
that was a question I threw out there. Is
And Chris Johnson. You said
Chris
Chris, didn't
Johnson?
you? Yeah.
Chris Johnson is another one.
Right.
So, and now
So
the lady.
you saying that's a. I mean, you're going
It,
somewhere with it. Is that a
we got
common
an asterisk.
denominator?
We got an asterisk about Jacob Cole until we
We don't know.
confirm.
Okay.
We don't know.
All
But
right.
all the rest of those single parents.
Who is Hudson from Concordia? I ain't never heard of him. Who?
Hudson. No, we said out of state. Hudson is going to high school in Dallas. Right.
Okay, out of state.
We said
I got
out
you.
of state.
I got you.
Left and went out of state.
I got you.
So otherwise, we'll be naming guys all day of all the kids 2 years ago. Remember that? And then last year. So
got
we're
you.
just going out of state.
I got you.
And then another one was back Chris Walker. That's why I'm saying I brought the conversation up, the topic up, because on the front end, I said about 3 years ago, moving forward, you had a kid that went to Chris Walker Academy that left and went out of state.
Who?
The young man at Baylor right now.
Oh, he's gone? He left Baylor?
Jordan.
No, I say left Houston and went to a prep school, went to and left his high
went to
school.
school in Kansas
He went
City.
out of state.
Yeah, he did.
That's Jordan Turner.
Is he still at Baylor?
Is Jordan Turner from a single parent household?
No, absolutely not.
He had both parents in there?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Jordan Turner, both parents. We waiting. But now the vast majority of those that I just named, single parent. And what I'm thinking is it easier for those types of schools to prey on the single parent household when you're trying to lure those players away to so-called greener pastures or prep schools abroad? That's the question from this. And I'm not even mentioning the Dallas kids. I'm just talking about Houston. We can go and think about, as you chunk in the Dallas kids, the names of them, then versus what's the ratio of DFW ones that left that was single parent versus dual parent household. I'm not saying that all of them were single parents. I just noticed that the ones from Houston, Greater Houston, the vast majority were single parent household. Okay. We know it's not all of them, but the vast majority. Is it easier, Chris, to get the single parent versus the dual parent household?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, think about this. I got a little cousin that's pretty good right now, right? And
that's who you want me to meet yesterday.
Yeah, the other day I want no. That's a little rapper dude, man. He a little Future. Okay. I want you to meet that
dude, the funky Dalmatians, man.
Okay. Oh no. He got skills, man.
Ren and 10.
He got skills. But listen though, so I'm talking to my cousin, and you know who his mama is, Jimmy. And so both of them, you get both sides. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for a man to come in there and just tell that man what to do with his kid. I'm just being honest. It's gonna be really hard.
Absolutely.
That mom, especially if she in survival mode, you already know what's gonna happen. If he picking them up, if he paying some bills, he gonna have some say so. It's all about finding a champion in the room. So the men know that they can be the champion in the room if they paying bills. You know how that thing go. You know, we all been on the side before. And the other thing is, women got to be careful. Be careful being those moms. Well, you know, I don't know anything about sports. You better learn. You better learn. Because if you're just going to listen to the first person that comes to you that offers you something, you can be in a world of trouble. So, yes, it's very, I mean, I even hate to say that it's easier, you know, to talk. I mean, two is better than one, right? Two is better than one. Even a PGW that's a mom, it's easy to talk them out of it too. It ain't that hard. You know, you got a mouthpiece like Hatter, you can forget about it. They got zero chance. Oh, it's like that Hatter.
No, I'm just getting something out of my eye. That's all. Keep talking. I know that ring. I know that ring does not represent anything that says Memphis, so I'm not even worried about
I already acknowledged this, man. I already established
a lot of things, but it don't say Memphis on it.
I got hold on. Okay, I got to go to the safe. I got to get my NIT ring.
Oh yeah, go get that not invited tournament ring.
You know what, man? I can't stand you, man.
Go get that ring.
But come on.
We don't even talk about them years in Villanova. They're like, what? You went where? What? Where you go? Come on, man. Chick-fil-A. Come on, man. Get out of here with that nonsense.
All right, Jim, what else you got to
Anyway.
say, Jim? Jim, what else you got to say?
Well, because now the
So, and
lady,
here's the funny thing, Jimmy, saying that. Like, here's my other thing, because I'm dealing with it on a different level. The things that people think are important. I was at how about this? Yesterday, y'all know I was in Houston. I went to my little cousin. Let me tell you something, man. I went to a 11 in the under game. You know me. I don't do those games. Jimmy, you know how I do not even touch that young stuff. Them ball beaters, that's what they are. Ball, if you got one, just understand what I'm saying. 3 words. It don't matter. Oh, he the number one. Jimmy, they said this kid over here is the number one 11 kid in the country. Jimmy said, what? I mean, like, you got to understand, parents, no one's saying it don't matter, but it don't matter, okay? It don't matter. So what I'm saying is, let your kid be a kid. Let your kid be a kid. Let him play every sport.
So what was happening yesterday? Give us some for instances.
I was dealing. Listen, I heard more dads that knew how to figure out everything in the country yesterday. They can figure out how to build a light. They can build a stop sign, and they can build a AAU team that can beat the Rockets. He had everybody in the world coming and talking to him. I was like, listen, man, let me tell you why everybody coming and talk to you. He says, why? Because they kids can't play. That's why. So everybody going to try to tell you what to do with your kid. That's what they're going to try to tell you to do. Because they kid can't play. And then they're going to attach their kid to your kid. Because their kid can't play. But even for your kid, guess what? It still don't matter. Because we don't know if he's going to grow. We don't know if he's going to play video games to death. We don't know if he's going to start liking girls. We don't know if he don't want to go to school. We don't know if you and your wife going to split. We don't know none of that stuff. So for us to sit up and having this conversation right now, we wasting oxygen. We can go be having some margaritas right now. Come on, man. What we talking about? And then I called Jimmy, and that shut it down right there. Jimmy shut it down. Then Jimmy shut it down. So I was like, I really don't care now. Let's go get the margaritas.
But it's your cousin, it's your little nephew, it's your little kinfolk.
Oh, no, he a bad dude. That's the next Darren. Listen, my cousin, the next Darren Fox. I'm going to go on record right there. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. The next Darren Fox is coming in 2029. Get that through y'all head.
2029, man, I'll be on SpaceX with
No, you're gonna be on a ventilator by then. That's what's gonna happen.
hey,
But
man.
listen, they gonna have a draft in too. How about this? I'm gonna be there. I don't know where you're gonna be, Hatter, you gotta represent him. What you talking about?
No, sir.
Come on, man.
I'm semi-retired.
You gonna be semi-retired?
Unless Jim, you got to come ask me to represent your ass right now. I like riding on these boats too much and playing golf. Now back to what you.
That's the thing is, and Chris said to me something that was said to him, and I kind of pulled his antenna up, and I encourage all of you guys to do this as well. Far too often we'll be in the gymnasium or we'll be talking to relatives, and they will let us know about somebody in whatever sport it may be. And have you heard this before? He's ranked this in the country. He's ranked. He's a top guard in the country. He's a top senior still in the country. Man, their team, they're number one in the country. So here's what I encourage everybody to do. After they say that, say, "Oh man, that's nice. Can you let me know who they rank, who has them ranked that high, that number?" And it's because I want to follow them. I need to. In other words, you really want to vet them, because people will say a person's ranked number one. How you know their dad ain't ranked number one? I know they rank. How you know they rank like Chris Walker's number one? I just want to know who is the rankings portal that everybody's. They make these when he's ranked. Always ask by whom. Because you know why?
Why are you ranking fifth graders?
That's why. Let me tell you why. Because if let's say if they were ranked and they were older and they were on ESPN, what would the statement be then? You know what it's going to be?
You're a pro.
Now he's ranked he ranked number one on ESPN.
Yeah.
Let me send you the link. Well, when they tell you, but if it ain't them, they just tell you he ranked number one. Don't tell you who it is.
I'm sure there's some publications that have these kids ranked, but
it may be so.
I'm
Maybe
sure
so.
there are, but I'm still
why
going to say
why they don't get the same energy of validation?
Listen, I'm sure that if I did some research, there'll be some services that rank some of these kids. So you got to realize about summer basketball for the kids that's different than the older kids. A lot of kids they age aren't interested in basketball right now. There are some dudes that are going to be good players that don't even play right now. I'm just telling you, I was one of them. I didn't play basketball till the 9th grade.
You
There's some
still
kids
wasn't good. But keep going.
Okay, whatever. All right. Anyway, moving on. There's some kids that don't even play, that haven't even developed. They were showing me this tall kid when they were playing. I was like, listen, man, you got to be kidding me. That dude probably won't grow one more inch. He's terrible. And everybody's saying he what? They don't look at it through the same lens. So all them little ball beaters out there, parents, just be happy. Go to the games. Listen, they fight. Jimmy, how did your boy Big Perk get in the fights?
Yeah. He arguing and fussing with
insanity.
everybody.
Insanity. For
Oh,
what?
he's a PGW. A
Exactly. But
PGW.
that's not gonna. But where is that gonna get your son? Because sooner or later, them other kids are gonna grow too. See, that's what people don't understand. That's why I don't even watch that stuff. Because
So
other
why
kids
you
gonna
go-
start growing.
so- But guess what? You went over that other day to watch it because what? Your kin folks was.
Exactly. But I still walked away. I was like, yo, that kid is talented because you can tell. You can look at kids and be like, okay, that kid is different than that kid.
Right.
Even the ones that make points, that score points, you hear people going, "Oh my God, this kid is good." I'll be like, "Man, he just made a layup, man. What you talking about?
I got a question for you.
He just made a layup."
And I'm glad you just said that. People, don't send me no damn video when somebody making a lamb layup. That's not a college basket to me. But Chris, back to you. How much did they charge you to get in the event?
It's a crazy thing. So I Ubered over. So I was late getting up. I got up late. Game started at 9, right? I woke up about 9:15. I said, you know what? I got to go see my cousin play because I don't know when I'm coming back to H-Town. I sprint over there in an Uber. I said, listen, man, you're going to have to stop because I don't carry cash. You're going to have to stop at this ATM because they are not going to let me in this game if I come in and say, let me, cash app you or something like that.
Right.
Walked up to the desk. She had her gloves on and her mask and a big old sign that says $20 cash only. Guess how many games was going on one time? Guess how many games was happening? One game, Jimmy, over there at Lutheran North in the old gym in the back. They had one game going on.
And they charge you $20.
My cousin had a jersey on, didn't have a number on it. I'm sitting there going like, man, you $20.
Wow.
I was like, man, highway robbery.
I'm glad I asked that question.
I'm glad you did too, because I used to get mad at that. Now
$20. And she looked at me like, she didn't wince.
I love it.
I wouldn't have gave her ass $2.
And listen, guess what I did at the ATM? I took out 40 because I was like, surely it can't be 20 no more. It's got to be more than that. And it was $20.
And you just tricked off the last 20.
I turned it into ones and saved it for you.
Hey, I ain't mad at y'all. I'm glad I just learned that event was
Wow.
what's the name of the event?
The event, too much money. You know what?
What was the name of the event?
I don't know, man. I just gave my $20 and kept it moving.
Okay,
I'm so
good.
stupid. I was asking for a program. I was like, y'all got a program or something? That's how long. I was like, what is this? So then, as I sat outside talking, older kids, I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy. Let me tell you something. I want to bring this up. So I got in the Uber going back to my hotel, right?
Okay.
The guy that drove me, a brother, he told me there's a running back from El Campo that's the #1 running back in the country, right? Going to Louisville. I don't know who he is. But when he dropped me off, when he picked me up, he dropped off 2 kids, right? That came from home to go to the game. I said, man, if they had Uber when I was a coach, oh my God. Technology has changed the game. Again, I haven't been to summer basketball in a long time. You got kids, you ain't got to pick the coach up, pick the players up. That was a big part of getting kids back in the day. Could you go pick them up? Because the mom and daddy couldn't bring them to practice. They couldn't get them to practice. They couldn't get them to the game. Somebody had to get them. Do you understand that? If they
Uber.
Oh my God, Uber did change the game. I'd have snatched a couple of more players if it wasn't for that. I'm just telling you, if it was Uber, oh my God, man. Jim, are you kidding me? Hey, man, I'm going to send you a black car. They sent you what? They got you? Man, listen, man, I'm going to send you an SUV, man. Jump in that SUV. I'm talking about, you got to understand the summer game. Y'all don't get it. Listen.
We
send
get
the
it. We just don't
hold up,
care.
Hold up. Send the SUV over there with about 15 boxes in it as soon as he get in. I'm trying to tell y'all the game, bro.
These dudes ain't got no 15 boxes. Where the hell they gonna get 15 boxes for? They robbing for Peter to pay Paul.
This what they don't understand. Go buy it then. It's all about getting the dude. Go buy it. Go buy the boxes. The kid don't know where they come from. They just know they see boxes. I'm not gonna get a game away, man. I'm gonna leave it alone, man.
You
But
ain't
I
gave
know
it
one
away.
thing. Them Ubers will show up with all kind of. What kind of shoes you like? I like Jordans. I say, how to tell old boy I need Nike. I need about 3 pair of Jordans. I'm gonna sprinkle in about 2 pair of Yeezys and blah 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 blah. And by the time he get in his Uber, by the time they hit 610, he just switched teams already for the rest of the year. Come on, TC.
Damn. Hey, Chris.
I mean, but
like
everybody.
that.
With
everybody
a
don't
couple
want
of
to-
Chick-fil-A cards. Hey, Jimmy, with a couple of Chick-fil-A cards.
I'm gonna
and
get me
that's
a. Hey, Jimmy, go on notice. I'm gonna get me a summer team next year. I said this every year, don't. I'm gonna get Chris. I'm gonna be guess what the name of it gonna be, Chris? The Body Snatchers. Yes, sir. I'm finna use this retire.
What color the uniform's gonna be? That's the question.
I don't care. Hey, Jimmy, I'm gonna put some retirement money behind these kids. I'm gonna say, look here, man. What you want? Hey, mama. What you say? The single mamas?
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm getting all of them.
Especially with Dynamite.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Jim, guess where they gonna go to dinner? They gonna have an open table for them. All my parents at 13 restaurant. All you got, just like I did Chris. I showed Chris a great time down there. He don't like nice restaurant. He want to go to that little.
That's nice. No, 13.
I know you don't like nice restaurants though.
13 is nice if you.
I say you don't like.
If you want to hang out with little baby. It's nice if you want to hang out with little baby.
Boy, see, I ain't gonna get you. I ain't gonna do you like Freight and Corey do you. I ain't gonna do you like Freight and Corey do you. I'm not gonna do you like that. I'm not gonna do you like that.
Corey, I don't even know where them guys get that stuff from. But I mean,
I don't know where they get it from. Me, Chris. I don't know
where they
Chris.
get it from. Because listen, because Freight lighter than any chick I ever dated in my life, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Where y'all get this Snow Bunny stuff from? Oh, Chris. No, Chris. You went to Villanova, man. When you go to Villanova.
Vanilla Nova? Because I went to Vanilla Nova?
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
somebody told me to show.
Hold up. Corey went to A&M. He went to A&M. Are you serious?
Hey, you going to lay off my partner, Corey. Hey,
look, he went to A&M. He was definitely bunnied up. And Walter Gates didn't get a scholarship to go to college, so we don't know where he went. So we can't hear about him.
Hold up. Something in my eye. Chris, you see something in my eye?
Yo, man.
Okay.
Hold on, what that ring say? Deshaun Watson. Is that
Hey, man, I can't stand
Is that Deshaun Watson Clemson ring? They won the championship. He had to pawn to pay them other 3 girls off.
Deshaun done got off scot-free, Chris.
He got off scot-free. 6 games? That ain't nothing, man.
You know what?
Pay a fine.
I sit here and give y'all all the accolades. Y'all hate on my ring because it's kind of nice, Chris.
I mean, won't you gonna tell? Is it really Deshaun Watson ring?
Hell no, ain't no Deshaun Watson ring.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought he had to sell it because
That's a TSU SWAC championship ring.
Oh, they gave you one?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't know Pandora made rings, man. That's all right, man.
Hey, man. You know what? Hold up.
You say Pandora. Hey, go ahead on.
I was gonna ask Chris about no, Jimmy, if you want to stay on this subject, summer basketball.
We can stay on it. But I was just thinking.
Okay.
Ohtani from the Angels, he just turned down the Yankees and the Padres to stay in California. To the Angels, to stay with the LA Angels. Dude, this team is in last place. They ain't made the playoffs since he been there in 3 years.
Losing.
No, but he loved LA that much, obviously. Remember now, came from the far, but he turned down the Yankees
Man, who
and
cares? He
Padres.
loses. Hey, Mike Trout is a bad dude. Don't win nothing, man.
Yes,
It
but
don't matter.
Mike Trout, his career, he's damaged goods right now.
I mean, he still was one of the best players the last 2 or 3 years, so he still don't win nothing. I mean, it is what it is. Let him stay. Let him stay there, man.
He
can
liked
stay-
Jimmy. He liked Jimmy. He really liked those people treating him.
And
See,
he probably
Jimmy, you
more
got to
comfortable
realize
there.
when people treat you nice, y'all don't understand. Some of these organizations are some assholes. And when them people treating them nice, it's translator. They treat his translator nice. They treating the people around him. Man, sometimes that, and don't you be saying that, Jimmy, all the time. Man,
Yeah,
it
but
ain't
Jimmy-
always about that. It's the quality of life.
it's something else.
I like
It's something
staying
else.
where I am. I mean,
There's
some
something else
people.
to it too, though.
Yeah.
There's something else to be said about you come to New York. That it turn up like fish grease. It get real hot. You can stay out there and lose all you want. Nobody don't care. But once you come in and put them pinstripes on, it's a whole nother level. The world paying attention. Hey, Hattie, you get that text I sent you this morning?
Great text.
Did you put that on the screen?
Wait a minute, which
Did you
one?
put that on the screen of all these clowns with these red noses? Did you put it on the screen? That's all I want to say. Did you
Hold
put
on.
it on the screen?
No, I did not. Today.
Why did you not put it on? You should have
I'm
put
trying
it on
to
the
see
screen.
what's your name? No. What your name is? Hey man, ain't nobody want to see that mess.
Put it on the screen and let them know it's
No, I'm not damn putting on that screen for you
The
and Corey.
Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable franchise on the planet.
Matter of fact, I erased
On
that
the
mess.
round, on the flat earth, like Kyrie say, $7.6 billion. Uncle Jerry, get it. I mean, Jimmy, they can fight it all they want, man. Hey, man, they can fight it all they want. $7.6 billion. Number one in the world. Rest my drop the mic, man. Stop hating on the Cowboys, man.
Hey,
How about
When
them
you-
Cowboys?
when you gonna get you some more rings?
Huh? Hey, listen. As long as I don't get one of them fake ones like Hatter got, I'm good. Hey, Hatter finger gonna be the color of a green annihilator in about 3 weeks.
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, Jimmy, they gonna think Hatter got monkeypox. They gonna think Hatter got monkeypox.
Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to go. When's the next event, Jim? Wait till. Hey, wait a minute. Wait till the. Wait till the. Wait till the ruck on the wood. I'm gonna have that thing on in the ruck of the wood like this here. I'm gonna be up in the ruck of the wood like this here. You know what I'm saying? Quit hating me, Chris.
Why?
Oh.
Let everybody know that. Now they want to chime in because I'm talking about the
Hey,
Cowboys. I don't
Soto,
understand. Why y'all hating?
the Padres was in there sniffing at Soto, trying to get your boy. That'll be the best.
The Dodgers got that
Jim.
soda.
Jimmy, I think
Huh?
they should pay.
The Dodgers got him win.
Oh, you talking about your boy? Oh, because his boy Tatis? The
Yeah,
Dairy Queen dude? Oh, he a little headache. You know, him and Mercado don't get along, so it's a little friction.
they had to be around each other much this year because Tatis been out. Now he's on the way back and rehab and coming on
That
back.
don't mean they get along, though. That don't mean they get along.
They kind of fell out last year during the playoff. I mean, right going.
Why they fall out? They ain't on the same team.
Because they are. What you talking about?
Soto?
Third-base shortstop.
Wait a minute.
Tatis,
Oh,
he's talking
Mercado.
about Tatis
Mercado.
and Manny.
I ain't worried about no. I'm talking about. Hey, Kevin Allen said he liked my ring. Thank you, Kevin Allen.
Kevin, you listen.
Oh, you
Kevin,
hater.
stop
Him and
that.
Jimmy been hating on it. Man, Jimmy
Kevin
talking
got
about.
a vested interest. Kevin, you know what? You probably texted Kevin, say, "Listen, man, they giving it to me hard. Get on the chop shop and make a comment." Come on, man. You know that's Kevin.
Hey, Herb, now hold up. Now you know Herb don't never agree with me. He said they don't buy cheap. Herb alumni there. They don't buy cheap rings. Now, how about that? Tell him,
You
Herbie.
know what? Listen, man, y'all need to stop with that nonsense. Do you want me to go grab some championship rings for you real quick? It might break the internet. So
No, nobody want to see that.
We might have to turn the show
Nobody
off.
want to see that mess.
We're going to grab a couple of rings real quick, and then we have to turn the show off because it might break the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cheat.
Hey man, hey
Aaron
man.
Judge.
Jim.
Okay.
Aaron Judge.
And guess what did he do? What did he do? He got outplayed by Alvarez against the Astros.
It
This
don't
year.
matter.
Okay, no. The Yankees are feeling really good about themselves, but it's two teams. It's two teams that own them this year.
Astros
That's
is one.
the Mets and the Astros own y'all this year.
No one's worried about the Metropolitans, bro.
You ain't even the best team in your city, Chris. Why you telling me you ain't
We got
even
the
the best team in your city?
hold on. They got the best record in baseball. How does that have the
It
number one
don't, it
team?
don't make you the best team. It don't make you the best team. You ain't the best team. The best team.
Listen,
Hey,
man,
Chris.
listen.
Go. Come on.
Can you put that on the screen so everybody can see it, please?
I'm not putting that mess on the screen, man.
Hey, you know what?
Cause you ain't wore your Astros gear
I
yet.
started where I had. You know what? I'm gonna give me an
Hey man,
Astros.
you done started
I'ma get
reneging on
one.
that.
No. I'm gonna get me an Astros hat and I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear that little cheap
But
hat.
that what?
I'm gonna
Okay,
wear that
but-
hat because that H mean hoe cake, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. I'm gonna wear that hat. I'm just wear it anyway. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
got a question for you. Since I got you, ain't no telling when you. I want to run. We might run him off the show right now, y'all.
Oh Lord.
I got a
What you about to
question.
ask? What are you about to ask?
LeBron James, right?
Ryan Dine.
Hold on. LeBron James. He becomes eligible for a 2-year, $97 million on August 1st. I mean, shit, that's the Thursday, Friday. Okay? How do you see this going forward?
He's staying in LA. What do you mean? Where's he
I
gonna go?
just said, how do you see this going forward? Because I like LeBron James. How do you
He's
see
not
this?
leaving LA. You don't like LeBron. You're not a Brunsexual. And it's
No,
okay.
I'm not a Brunsexual, but I like LeBron. I just don't like y'all.
When you start liking LeBron,
You're another Jimmy. There you go, Jimmy.
you got a love affair.
Yeah,
You
you
got
know
a
what?
love affair with Steph Curry.
How the hell you not gonna like LeBron James, man? I just don't like the LeBron James fans.
Do you like the Cowboys or the Cowboys fans?
I don't like neither one of them. I like Dak though. I like Dak. I don't know
Yo,
why.
he's staying there. He's not leaving LA, man. He got too much going on. He at the end of his career,
The
man.
reason I asked him, Jimmy,
At the end of his
the
career.
reason I asked him, 'cause I just said it. Thank you, Sean Davis. I'm sorry. I like LeBron. He has a tremendous. Jay, listen to me. Sean Davis, listen to this, Trey Williams. He is a tremendous player. Okay? And he's obviously, Sean Davis, semi-running the Lakers.
Oh my God.
And Jimmy, did you watch Clint Eastwood? Did you watch Clint Eastwood movies? Any Clint Eastwood movies?
I mean,
One of my
back in
favorite
the day-
lines of Clint Eastwood was he said, a man got to know his limitations. LeBron James chose these Lakers, Kelton Solomon. I know you
He
like
did not choose. He did not choose these.
Hold
Lakers.
on, Jimmy. Okay. The roster reflects, Jimmy, the people he wants to have on the team. Chris Walker, I'm looking in this camera at you. The roster reflects the people he wants on the team. Hold on. You want to interject? Should I go more? I hope.
Well, besides Melo,
Hold up. Russell Westbrook. I hope. What's Jimmy's partner? What, Dwight Howard? Jimmy was bragging about Dwight Howard. But Robert, he's a Hall of Famer.
No, I got off Dwight Howard when that audio tape came out. Same thing with Dwight ass. People forgot about that stuff because Dwight he protected by a sorority now, not a fraternity, but a different sorority protects Dwight Howard ass now. And I remember that. You remember that video came out? That audio.
I know.
The audio.
You're right.
Chris,
you
you don't know what
you're
we're
right.
talking about?
You dropped it when you found out he was a gumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making up
Yeah.
stuff, man.
What do you mean?
No, Jimmy. No,
That
Chris.
wasn't him, dog.
Chris.
That
That was him
Chris.
talking.
Chris.
To my baby talking to the transvestite.
Pick your NBA guy you know that know Dwight Howard. They just gonna know come
Yeah, they
at
go.
you.
They go.
Or they gonna say
Yeah.
they gonna look at you and say, they know that.
Tight bridges.
Hey,
But-
a hyena.
Hold up, Chris. I hope. Hold up,
You know
Chris.
what a hyena? You know what a hyena got, right?
Hey, Kelton. Wait a minute. Chris Charles still on here because he loved them Lakers. Ooh, Chris Charles loved the Lakers more than Chris Walker. I guess them Chris like the Lakers. But I hope as a guy who likes to watch LeBron play in LA, I hope he stay and give the best, Jimmy, and don't bail out. Jimmy, he ain't Jimmy. He's gonna be a free agent, man, if he don't sign this contract. I'm just telling you. Oh, and the reason I'm saying this, Coach Jeannie Buss.
2 years, 97.
Yeah, that he eligible on the 4th, right? Whether he joins his son or not, that's up to him. I
Well,
hope
that's
he
gonna
stays.
happen. That's gonna
But
happen.
but you know what I don't like? I'm gonna help you, Jimmy, a little bit. He's been on a few teams, Chris. Wouldn't you agree?
It's
And
part of the
and
game.
and, and the Lakers have his imprint all over this team, right?
Yeah, he's been on 3 teams and won 3 championships.
Oh,
Keep going.
okay. Let me tell you something I found out. The next CBA, somebody asked me a question. They was interviewing me last week. They asked me about the next CBA, Chris. And I said, I hope it drastically changes. I hope it's dramatically different. You know why? I see the game from agent point of view and from an owner point of view. I've been blessed to just watch both sides. And for you fans of the game, there are so many rules in the CBA, y'all, that don't promote the growth of the game. I just had this conversation with him, and I'm gonna give y'all a few more facts. In fact, it's opposite as promoting the growth of the game. Really, it inhibits the growth of the game. And one of the dumbest rules, Chris Walker, Jimmy, I want y'all to go. I want y'all to not agree with me. But one of the dumbest rules the owners put in ever is the max. The max deal was the dumbest rule. Because you just made me think about Soto. And when I thought about this, when I was thinking about Soto, Jimmy, and the money he gonna demand, and the other guy you talking about, and the money they gonna demand, Judge about to demand. When I look at the international sports, y'all, and you look at soccer, which is the #1 sport in the world, they tell me, right? 2 years ago, Lionel Messi, Jimmy, made $160 million on the field. I think that was Steph Curry and LeBron James need to be making. Look at the movie industry, Jimmy. And Jimmy, just interject. I want y'all just follow me here because I did this interview and this is just how the way I feel. And I want somebody to change my mind. But I looked at the movie business and I saw Equalizer. Denzel Washington was going for Equalizer. I never forget. He made $35 million for that movie. Do you think the guy that's about the 9th actor down gonna walk in that building and say, check this out, Chris. You paid Denzel $30 million. I should make 12. Hell no. He'd be lucky if his ass ain't don't have a job at the Cheesecake Factory where you stay at in Marina Del Rey, Chris. He just should be happy to be in the movie. Let me interject here, Jimmy, you and Chris. Because there are so few stars in the NBA game today, those guys are responsible for bringing it, ain't but a few of them, for bringing the television revenue, the jersey sales, and all of that, right? Those guys, I think, should be compensated, man, at that level. When I go and look at the jersey sales of LeBron and Steph and them guys, I think they should be compensated. When I look at Soto, Jimmy, they might pay, and y'all listen to this, they might mess around and pay Soto $700 million. And this is a baseball player who comes to bat, Jimmy, 4 times a game, and how many times he catch out one in outfield, Jimmy? 4 or 5 times.
He pitched too.
Not Soto.
Oh, not Soto. Oh, I think you're talking about those.
No, I'm not talking about Turner. And Jimmy, I'm just asking you, Jimmy. When you're talking about Curry, Durant, LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis, these guys are playing 35 to 40 minutes a game, 80 games a year, man, and have so much impact on the game more than a baseball player. Jimmy like math. I'm giving you a math lesson, Jimmy. And I'm going to let y'all have it. The cap today is $20 million, Jimmy. So no guy's making over $50 million right now. They got some later, but right now, right? So it's less than half. The top guy get less than half. I said 45%, the top guy. In 1996, I'll never forget this. The cap was $24 million. and $24.3 million, Jimmy. Michael Jordan signed for $30 million. He signed to Larry Bird. You can sign your own free agent back, and it back
You say
then
what
it
you think. Right.
it's count against the cap. So when I look at that, now the cap has gone up 5 times since 1996, right? From 28, I said 24.3 to what you call to 120 million. Michael Jordan's 2096 salary today would be $150 million. 4 times higher than any players currently making. And the reason for this is because the owners put a max on the contracts. They're robbing from the rich to give to the poor. They're taking money out of LeBron James and Stephon Curry's pocket. And Chris, disagree if you want to, and putting it in other guys' pockets, in my opinion. Y'all remember that year that boy, they had that thing and all them guys was making all that money. We saying we ain't heard from them no more. What's the guy's name? A lot of them guys. A lot of these guys don't remotely deserve that kind of money. I'm talking about the top guys should be getting the money. See, I'm a capitalist, Jimmy. I don't believe in socialism. Now, and guess what? And the union has supported this. Why? Because they represent all the players, not just the top tier players. Just think about it. It makes a coach told me the other day, it makes it real hard to coach a guy that's making $35 million who is not a superstar, but he's making that kind of money. But he think he's a star because he's getting paid like a star. But some of them is not producing like stars, and y'all know some of them. I'm telling you, man, I just think tomorrow the owners need to get rid of that max deal. What y'all think about it? I think it's the dumbest thing they ever done. Chris, I don't know where. Jimmy, I think it's the dumbest thing they ever did, the max deal. Max deal. Because guess what, Jimmy? It's guys on, Jimmy, you know some guys, you be saying, he make that kind of money? Because it's a max, you can play the top player. So you got to get the money to somebody else. Is that fair? If Jimmy the baddest, Jimmy's selling all the t-shirts. Jimmy's selling all everybody want to come see Jimmy. Everybody want to come see Jimmy. But Jimmy, they giving Chris Walker a lot of the money. Because I didn't cap you out. I know ain't nobody never brought that up, y'all, but I think it's the dumbest stuff because I think they're paying the wrong people. And we're going to pay the exact same amount as one of these other guys because there's a hard cap in the league. I just don't believe in it. I think the top players should get the most. Shouldn't be no cap. And that's just, I just want somebody said Tim Duncan is the, oh man, that man said Dwight Howard is knocking on Chris Walker door. No, Chris Walker ain't like that. Now y'all ain't putting that out there on my boy like that. No, sir. No, sir. Not sir. I'm not gonna let you do it. But Jimmy.
Dwight Howard got 9 kids. He got 9 kids.
Yeah. Jimmy, but think about, have you ever, I know ain't nobody never probably brought that up, but have you ever just thought about that, man? Jimmy, cause owners, you putting a cap on me. But I'm the baddest thing. I'm a capitalist. What y'all got to think about that, Chop Shop? And like James Harden the other day, Kelton said that makes sense. Kelton, I'm sorry, man. I just think different, man. I just think different, man, out there, man. I don't believe in James Harden have to give money back to sign PJ. How a millionaire need to help a billionaire because he don't want to be taxed? Did y'all hear what I'm saying? That is Moody. Think about that. Jimmy, the billionaire want the millionaire to take a cut. Because I got to pay the repeater tax. Pay it. Peter Gruber and Joe Lacob out there at Golden State. Yeah, Draymond's up. Jordan Poole's up. Jimmy. They talking about, where we going to get the money from? Pay them. You know why? When you bought that team, it was worth $400 million. Now that team worth almost $5 billion. That wealth is going to you and your families. Pay me. Always remember this, y'all. The players get 51%. And that's all the players can make. It's 50.1%. And they are equitably distributing the money because there are artificial constraints. So that means this guy got to get some, this guy got to get some, this guy got to get some. But everybody coming to see Stephen Curry. That's all. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Somebody interviewed me last week, and I was just telling y'all that's what I told their ass. And I know they didn't like the way they like y'all. They like, hold up. They like y'all like saying, wow, I ain't never think about it like that. Think about it, Jimmy. It's in baseball. Judge them getting all the money, Jimmy. Alvarez, they gave, and that's why I told you, Jimmy, I can't believe Alvarez signed that deal.
He love Houston.
I love, listen, I can buy me a Houston. See, you know, y'all, this me not being a fan. This me just saying, Stephon Curry, LeBron James, Giannis, them dudes need to get paid way more than these other clowns out here. That's all I got to say. But no, and then Jimmy, what if you find a team, Jimmy, hold up, ain't got none of these stars on it, right? They got to give one of them sorry ass dudes all that money. And he gonna be walking around here like, I'm a max dude. No, dude. You're a max dude, you ain't no max player. The big difference. Now they got a rule, Jimmy. If I got one max player from my home team, like Bam Adebayo, they can't even trade. Miami can't even trade Bam Adebayo to the Nets because Ben Simmons is on the team, and both of them got that rookie extension, Jimmy.
You can't have two of them.
You can't have two of them on the same team. Me some dumbass rules, Jimmy. These owners, that max rule, owners need to cut that out, man. They cut that out. They cut it out. But that's all, Jimmy. That's all I had, man. I didn't mean to go there, but Chris was on. I wanted to ask him about them Lakers. See how he got out there? Because he didn't want. I blame LeBron. Yeah, LeBron. But in my defense, I said LeBron should be making more. Shouldn't have been a restraint on LeBron. How in the hell LeBron gonna get a two? Hold up, y'all listen to what I said. How LeBron gonna get a 2-year, $97 million extension, and Joker get $270? The salary cap. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The max contract should be what do you call it, Jimmy? Obliterated. Take us out of here, Jimmy.
Yeah, we gotta get on about it. And of course, don't forget Astros and the Boston Red Sox open their 3-game series today in Houston. Both Sox are in town. That's another team who had choice words for the Astros in the trash can gate from a couple of years ago. So we kicking ass, taking names. We remember them all. They come down here. We gonna pull the brooms out on these guys and send their ass back real humble.
Which team is this now?
Boston Red Sox.
Y'all playing them win tonight?
Starts tonight. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Astros, guess what happens tomorrow? I may go to this game tomorrow. Because if you live in Houston and you've never been, based on it's the perfect place to watch some baseball. That's the Sugarland Baseball Park. It used to be the home of the Skeeters. They changed the name. They're not the Skeeters no more.
What they, the Space Cowboy? What is it?
Oh, they the Skeeters to me. Yeah, shit. But here's what happens tomorrow. it's going to be kind of cool because Lance McCullers he's on assignment. He pitches tomorrow,
Okay.
and the team he's playing against in the minor leagues, they're pitching the Beard. So the Beard got cut about a
Who,
week or two
Keuchel?
ago. Keuchel is
Okay.
pitching on the other team.
What Minnie? Is Minnie there? Hold up. Please tell Minnie I knew a player, but keep going. Tell her, Jimmy, next time.
You know him because his beard with Harden. When they were trying to grow it, and he still ain't cut his yet. His ass in the minor league. That's supposed to be validation to cut. He should be wearing he should be just slick by now. But Keuchel and McCullers would be a good doggone, just something to go out there and
What
watch.
time? Tomorrow night? What time?
I don't know the exact time, but I'm assuming it's at 7:00. But I'll go and we look it up on the
Man, the
market.
minor leaguers ain't gonna be able to hit them boys.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know. You don't know. Keuchel. Hey, guess what? It's a reason Keuchel ass ain't back in the league, ain't back in the majors. Remember, he left us.
Yeah, he told y'all some. Yeah.
He left
said,
us.
I'm leaving y'all cheating asses. Yes, he did.
No,
Yes, he did.
He was part of the trade.
Yeah, he was a part of it.
But McCullers, we need a good outing from him because, of course, the deadline for the trades is tomorrow at 6 p.m. So that's the trading deadline is on Tuesday evening.
Check this out. Did you see the New York point guard? It was all right. It wasn't that great to me.
No, I didn't watch it. I saw.
Hey, that is Moody. Because I knew all of that. I knew all that history. So I tell people who didn't know that history.
Say, man, let New York.
Yeah.
Guess what, man? New York know what time it is now, and so that's when the things has to shift into.
So they have to make a move.
Yeah, you go. I mean, you're acknowledging history just to probably let some people know who all came out of there. No, that's fine and dandy.
Right.
But right now, Texas is the new Mecca.
Yes, sir.
Texas is the new Mecca, and it ain't just basketball. I'm sorry, it ain't just boys basketball. It's girls basketball as well. Shout out to Omar Sneed. He's supposed to be joining us on the Chop Shop.
When?
I gotta look on the calendar. It may be this Wednesday, or it's the following Wednesday when I schedule it. He just guided the team to the national championship, the Nike
serious about his
Nike national championship.
Yeah,
and had the only McDonald's All-American in the
Ashton Jackson. Yeah.
And guess what? Like I say, we've been running things in regard to girls basketball, and we asked guys like Trey Phillips and
Trey gave me something. I'm gonna talk about the girls later this week.
No, I'm just saying about some of those people. All you got to do, we have the slots for them on Wednesday. We have the slots for some of those college coaches to come on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And guys like Trey, I know you talk to college coaches. That gives you a stripe on your sleeve to get their ass on this platform.
Him and Chuck McGowan.
Yeah, I mean, so the opportunity is dear. That's up to y'all.
Y'all got a Rolls Royce in y'all driveway and don't know how
all
to
you gotta do is just go and let the coach know, Coach, what Wednesday is good for you. Then they gonna tell you what Wednesday is good for them. You let them know 1:00. That's the time we prefer. 1:00 Central Time. Right. It's the time we prefer.
Yeah.
And then guess what? You book them for us.
Yeah.
And just send us an email or text. Hey man, I got y'all this guy on this coming on this day. And we lock it in. That's how we do that.
That's good.
That's how we do that. And guess what happens? But don't give us nobody that ain't recruiting this area first. We want to acknowledge the girls coaches that's if they're from out of state. Absolutely. If you're gonna get an out of state coach. Now in the in-state it don't matter, but make sure they recruiting it. Because it don't matter because this is more than just a Houston show. But if you're gonna get an out of state coach and they're not recruiting Texas, they can sit this one out.
Yeah, just we prefer coaches that recruiting our girls.
So that's all. I mean, and it's just that simple. Like now tomorrow, remember I told y'all when August come, we're gonna bring back the Division I coaches because they're off the road. So now they can. Now it's time.
Who
they
coming
can talk.
tomorrow, man?
We got. I got to take my pick. I got 2 of them on deck, Coach.
You got to give him a young fella who just left. I just saw him at in Vegas. Your young fella, Chappelle, and now
he's one of them on deck. It's either going to be Chappelle, who's going from UNLV, and he's just signed his paperwork. He's at University of Texas. I'm proud. I threw him an alley-oop with that. I didn't get him the job, no, but
Right.
I gave my
Of
blessings.
course.
So that means people go around. I gave my blessings
Right.
to the staff to know, hey man, because they always ask, I mean,
Yeah.
who can get it
I
done?
like that. That's a good dude. I like him.
So and guess
like
what? Guess what? So as a result, you
I'll
expect
cheer for
guys
Texas again now.
huh? Well,
I'll cheer for Texas again.
well, think about it. He was beneficial
Mm-hmm.
in 2 kids that played for Texas coming
Cohen?
to UNLV.
Show was.
So if you're good enough to get our kids to leave us and come to over there, then hell, we might need you.
Oh, that's real. That's good CEOing. Good
And he
job,
turned
Coach
down-
Beard.
he turned down Oklahoma for this University of Texas job.
Wow.
OU came first.
Oh, so he had options.
He had options.
That's awesome, man.
So he's an option tomorrow. Then we got a head coach I had on deck first, and I'm giving him the respect to say, because I asked him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was going to either be this Tuesday, next Tuesday, because he's been done a great job at recruiting Texas.
Okay.
A great job
Mhm.
at recruiting Texas. And at some point, we've never had him on, I don't think. And we have to reward guys that's coming into the state and they're getting it done with our kids. And the kids, one kid from his school got in the portal and transferred up. That's a job well done. Because most people transfer down. Did you know like almost 50% of the people in the portal
Yeah.
ain't gonna even play Division I basketball no more?
I know. They already said the numbers, Jimmy. It's just the numbers. Well, so what? I just want to know, Jimmy, what do those kids do?
They first they get depressed. Then they'll go try it somewhere on a whim at some non-Division I school.
Okay.
Then the culture shock hits them that now you're riding in the minivan, you're riding in the 12-passenger van, you ride, you're not flying this, you're not doing charter flight. The reality hits in. And then they get this stop there, do something, because you get there to a school and feel like you're doing the school a favor instead of them helping to bridge your gap and do you a favor. So a lot of kids come there like, I'm big man on campus. You know what I'm saying? I'm this guy. Kind of like a guy come off the street that goes into the joint, and in their mind, man, I'm just passing through, man. I ain't, I'm just here. Like I'm not a real. And they hand his ass on one of them, like Eddie Murphy in that movie, and they hand his ass the clothes. Are you all that talking? Here, put this on. Get this uniform. Put this uniform on. You're an inmate. You know what I'm saying? You talk all that talk you want. Yeah, getting this jumper. And that's kind of like how some guys are. And what it does, it becomes a locker room cancer. It becomes that guy, you're talented enough, but you ain't bought in. And when you ain't bought in, you become a problem, a potential problem. And that's the thing, what I'm saying. So you better,
I got some
He's
interesting
glad
stuff early in the show tomorrow, Jimmy. I want to show. Got a couple of videos about Bill Russell, man. Bill Russell was that dude, Jimmy. Oh my God. Somebody do me a favor. Just go back and look at some of that old shit. Y'all talking about they were playing against plumbers, and let me tell you something. Man had to play against Wilt Chamberlain, man. Wilton Norman Chamberlain. Only player to hit 100.
They say plumbers.
Yeah, that was J.J. Redick. The new media. But that's good though. But we
that's selective. That's they don't use that. That's what I said the other day. When you start talking about guys, you're going back in those days, and you go back in those Bob Pettit days, and going back in all those days, and the Jerry Wests and guys, the athleticism.
No, them dudes play. Man.
You didn't dare. No, see, the system prevented the 7 foot. It wasn't a 3-point line, first of all, but you were prevented from operating facing the basket back then. That was a no-no. Your ass had to go and get on that block, and they taught you how to get it. And that was the thing. That was good, pure basketball.
All basketball is pure, and we got to respect each era. But man, when I just go back and watch this stuff, I saw Bill Russell going through some workouts, Jimmy, and dunking him. He was looking like LeBron. And y'all, he was an undersized center. Wait till I talk to y'all about. He's an undersized center. He was 6'9". He was 6'9", 6'8", 6'9". I saw LeBron next to him, and I said, "Damn, LeBron down there taller than him. And he's a center. But this dude used to average Jimmy 24 rebounds in the playoffs. I can't wait to talk about that dude. That dude, that's y'all don't do him. Please don't do him. Don't do him a disservice. That man, that was a bad man. Jimmy, player, coach, and still won the championship. And guess what? Them folks was mad at Red Auerbach for giving him that job. Now we let them colors play. But now you gonna give him a damn coaching job too? Oh yeah. But let's get us out of here, man. We got some more tomorrow. But I can't wait till you coach. You didn't tell us to coach tomorrow. You ain't finalizing. But it's gonna be a coach tomorrow.
No, it's either two guys, and I told you one would be the Brandon Chappelle.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And he's and the other one would be Griff Aldridge. And
Okay.
Griff Aldridge is the head coach of Longwood University.
Oh, they've been coming to get a lot of our players.
Longwood has been getting it done.
Yes.
Griff has been getting it done. And so it's time to reward him, and also be rewarding the young. So one is a head coach, one is assistant coach. So that's why I said the head coach had been informed first
Okay.
to pick his Tuesday.
Okay.
He forgot to pick the Tuesday. It was either this Tuesday or next Tuesday.
Okay.
So then I got to go back and remind him out of courtesy
Yeah.
to let him know before if he hadn't, I look back at my phone and got the show and he hadn't responded with his date, I'm going to remind him, Coach, we assigned you to the next Tuesday
Right.
because you didn't pick your Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I know you meant to,
Yeah.
but we got you for next Tuesday. We're going to go with, and that ain't his business who we going with. We'll go with the young fella who's just walking into the 40 acres, and his young energy is going to be, it's going to be something like they haven't seen in a while down there in Texas, because this young guy, he's from Beaumont, Ozan,
Yeah.
and Kendrick Perkins love him to death.
Yes.
And he's not the only Greater Houston product on that staff. Rodney Terry is from Angleton.
Oh, that's right. Miss Coach Terry. Okay. Yeah.
So this is going to be neat, man. This is neat. Whenever you see young guys like that get their pay raises like that in such fashion,
I'm excited.
think about it. This young cat, man, was at Lamar University a couple of years ago.
Getting it in, hustling.
He goes from Lamar. Look what's on his resume. He goes to UNLV. Put that West Coast on his resume. Now he goes to University of Texas, which he's going to have Big 12 on his resume and possibly SEC because they move over and they're going to get the hell up out that conference.
Oh, no. And Mr. Yates just got off the phone with it. He's working already, trying to get wet.
And think about it. And Texas had lost a lot of ground with Wesley Yates, the third, in the recruiting trails. They had lost a lot of ground. Auburn was in front, and Stanford was right there, 1A and 1B, depending on what day of the week you're dealing with. Right. But Stanford lost a lot of their fears when the UCLA and USC say, we getting the hell up out that conference. That conference ain't as sexy with those guys in it. It's still Stanford now.
He said we need to get Joey Brooks on the show. What Joey Brooks has done?
Where's he at now?
Yeah.
Joey Brooks is not. He wasn't on a staff as of the Final Four.
I didn't pay him. He must have been over there with Chris Walker at getting a margarita.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's the thing. But we're trying to land this plane, guys. And Rod Wells and come back on here. Rod Wells, you know what? I told him, Rod Wells, I know you love your Dodgers. You need to be worried about them Padres. You need to be worried, very concerned. Them Padres
about who? About my what? I
mean, no. You don't like the Padres. You like one player. It ain't nothing to do with the Padres.
Right.
The Padres just picked up a pitcher.
I don't know nobody on their team but one.
They got a hell of a staff. I mean, a hell of a arm stable now, and they're in the race for Soto. Between them and the Dodgers are among the two of the three teams to get Soto.
Just tell me when my dude playing again, man. When is Tatis back? That's when I'm going to start back watching baseball. I got the baseball package just because of him. I ain't never bought no damn baseball package. And now he hurt.
Hold on. Folks say, they say them damn snakes out here. Well, I don't know what that means. Elaborate real quick. We got to folk. When we get off, we got to see what that means.
We got
what
to
that
call
mean,
you. We got to call you out next.
What that mean now? We got them damn snakes out here.
Snakes out. Yeah, boy. It's a ooh.
We know it's something out there. I want to make
Man,
sure.
the man said the Padres 12 games behind. Man, what are you talking about?
No, wild card. They're in the wild card.
Oh,
spot.
okay, the wild card.
You
Okay.
worry about them in the postseason.
All right.
The Padres are in good. What if the playoffs ended today? They'll be in the playoffs. I would think, right? In the National.
I don't look at that, man, until Tatis get back, man. Hey, we good, man.
So yeah,
What he say? What he say?
He said snakes out here. Daddy
Oh, you know I'm gonna call him. You gonna beat me too?
Oh, okay. He guess what? He had a good comeback. He just said I'm at work. I'm on the boat. I'm at work. They got the moccasins everywhere.
No. Where them alligators? Jimmy ever told you about the alligator that could come up there?
No, I'm saying no. That ain't what he really meant. That's what he
Oh,
said.
okay. I'm gonna
That's
call
what he
him.
told him.
I'm gonna call it. I'm calling
He
it
got
right
something else.
now. Soon as the show over with.
That's his mistake. But anyway, guys, time to slide down. Dino's back. Y'all ain't shared the show one time today.
Yeah, y'all
Share
ain't
the show
what?
on your way out the door. Shout out to Dr. John Newsom. Appreciate all the continued support. Rod Wells, you better, you know what?
I love Rod Williams.
Just better keep your eye on these trades, on these Major League Baseball trades. Don't worry about the Astros. We in good shape. Astros ain't look. We in very good shape. Very good shape. Last time I checked, we are comfortably 12 games up in first place.
Hey man,
So
I don't like how you handling Rod Williams. That's my best friend.
how the Astros doing? Yeah, and we without one of our key starting pitchers, ain't do a ball this year.
You know what,
He's
though?
on the way back.
I got
And
to admit.
without Michael Brantley.
Hey, Meneon, where is it? Meneon. I got to admit, don't y'all tell I said it. But them Astros is pretty damn good, man. They whooped Seattle like they said the man what's my man name? V-Man Verlander said every time he play against Seattle, he whoop him like he stole something. And I'm sitting there saying, wow. The man got 80% of his wins on Seattle. Hey man, them Astros, don't tell many. If anybody tell many, we got problems. Don't tell many I said that, but them Astros looking good. But Jimmy, we're gonna get out of here, man. I gotta go.
Damn, the Padres just gave Musgrove $100 million. Damn.
That's easy, Jimmy. Come on. Baseball, Jimmy. It's baseball. They need to be giving. See, you know what? Y'all see him. He was quiet when I said Stephon need to get $150 million. You was quiet as a church house mouse. You know what? I'm bringing that back up tomorrow. Yeah, because you was quiet as a church house mouse. They shouldn't get them. Why? You getting baseball players all the money. Let's get the basketball players a lot of money. The stars. Not no damn Musgrave and Alvarez terrible ass.
You remember how you say I'm good in math?
Yeah.
Think this out. It don't take a math whiz to figure this out.
Yeah.
Think about this. In a post, one has 41 games at home in a stadium that holds 18 to 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
The other one gonna have 81 games.
But don't nobody be in them damn
With
stadiums.
a stadium that can hold 60,000.
But ain't nobody in them damn stadiums.
No, in some cities they're not, but in some they are.
Jimmy, see, you didn't hear the last part. Jimmy, the players get 50.1%. They gonna get that regardless. They split it with the owners. I'm just saying, the top players got to get the money. Quit giving the money to the bums. That's all. No max deal. That's all I'm saying. I know you was down there typing. I'm just saying, get rid of the max deal and just play your max play, your real player. Pay him and get the rest of them guys, them crumbs around there. But I got to get out of here.
Let's get on out of here. That's good.
All right.
See you guys on tomorrow, man. It's gonna be rocking with them college coaches. Get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. It's rocking. Make sure you spread the word about the Chop Shop. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Give us a share on your way out this door. And we up out here. Chris Walk, he'll be back on tomorrow. Robert Hallis.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the chop shop. We in the chop